Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly here from Immaculate Conception as Wilmington on the road to take on the Immaculate Conception Knights. Both teams out on the field at the moment, getting set for football here from Elmhurst in what should be an interesting matchup here in the quarterfinals of Class 3A. No real secret here that IC is the team to beat after they kind of just blew through everybody last year and have done pretty much the same thing this year. The only real difference from that has been Piatone last week. However, Piatone, I'm sure, took a little bit of liberties with their field, shall we say, last week and tried to slow down IC a little bit, and it worked. And not only that, but Piatone managed to move the football a little bit. Now, they lost that game 29-16, but they also turned the ball over inside the IC 5-yard line at the end of that game. So they were driving again. Now, you come to IC and you're on their field, now you might get something different happening.
One thing that's in your favor on this field is it's the turf field. So consequently, there's not a lot they can do with that. But, boy, when you're playing on their home ground against a team like this, they have to be favored.
All right, so Wilmington and IC Catholic tonight as we are on the road, and we are sitting outside. I mean, we are literally outside. We are in the bleachers here tonight. We do have a table. IC has done the best that they possibly could do for us because they do have a small press box here, and we just appreciate being able to do it. So we're on the road again here tonight, see if Wilmington can pull off what would be at least an upset in most people's eyes. I think everyone's eyes this would be an upset, and some people's eyes a really large upset. But we'll see. You got to play all the games, and the Cats will take this opportunity here tonight. Coming up here on the pregame show, we got a couple things for you. We'll look at some scores that have happened so far today. We also have our interview with Coach Jeff Reitz that we will get to here in just a few minutes. First things first, though, let's take a break. We'll come back, and we'll talk a little bit more about Wilmington and IC. We'll do that in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Back here, Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company as we get set for football tonight from IC Catholic. Last week, Wilmington defeated the number 1 seed, Farmington 37-12. IC Catholic defeated Piatone 29. In the other section of that 3A bracket, Williamsville defeated Bloomington Central Catholic 45-14 and Byron 21-20 over Monticello. That's all last week, which set up some of the games here for this week, and we'll have those scoring updates for you here in just a moment. But no matter how you slice it here, Wilmington on the road at IC becomes a large test. For most schools in the state of Illinois, they have to play on natural surface. That is not the case here at Immaculate Conception. They do have a beautiful multi-million-dollar turf field, which fits their team perfectly because they are built for speed, quickness. I mean, they have plenty of power too, but let's not kid anybody here. This team's built on speed, And when they play at home, it's a completely different thing from when they're on the road on natural grass. So for Wilmington, you're really just going to have to slow everything down here tonight. Chew up some clock. Make sure to keep the ball out of Immaculate Conception's hands, because if you don't, you're going to get yourself into some trouble here early.
Yeah, I would add just one thing to that. Don't make any mistakes. You can't afford against a team like this to make any mistakes and give them any extra opportunities. And like you say, ride the ball, make sure that you get your running plays done well, control the clock, and don't make any mistakes, and you got a shot at them. And we're glad to be here anyway.
By the way, the winner of this game will get Byron. Byron defeated Williamsville 13-0 today. So Byron sitting there in the semifinals to take on the winner of IC and Wilmington. One other score we're going to give you for now, and we'll have the full check of the scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates at the half and then in the post game as well. But the one other score today, Morris is on to the semifinals in 4A. They defeated Rochelle 14-9 today.
Wow.
So the Redskins move on to the 4A semifinals.
Good for the
next week. All right, we're going to take ourselves a break. When we come back, we'll get to our interview with Coach Jeff Reentz. Talk to him about last week and this game here tonight as well. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with that interview in just a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Welcome back here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company, joined once again by the coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Reentz. And Coach, a long road trip last Saturday, a good win to get yourself into the quarterfinals of the playoffs. You went up against an undefeated team on their turf, and like I said, had that long road trip out there, and you seemed like from opening kick all the way to the end, especially offensively and the second half defensively, you kind of dominated that game from one end to the other.
No, it really was, and the kids really did a nice job, especially, like you said, going on the road and going to a town and a school who is undefeated, and for us to go in there and to get a big one like we did, I was real happy for our program, real happy for the coaches and the kids. So good Saturday for us.
Were you getting a little bit worried on that trip? We got within about 10 miles there. I'm like, I don't even know if we'll be able to see the field. I don't know what's going on.
When we were driving down, and then when we first got there, our special teams coach, Bob Bolster, so that says, I don't know if we punt the ball, if we're going to lose the ball or not. It was just that heavy fog it was like New England-esque, you know. But as you know, it burned off. Matter of fact, I would say second quarter. We even saw a few peaks of the sun, so it did burn off. But no, it was very eerie going down there.
Well, you had a good offensive game all the way around, and that defense second half, when they had to start going to that passing game only, the run-pass thing kind of kept things open a little bit. When they had to start passing, then those turnovers started coming in bunches and gave you a short field. It seemed like that really helped blow that game open.
No, I couldn't agree with you more. And I thought our offense was our best defense too, by keeping their offense off the field, by us maintaining our drives. And you know, we've been working on our secondary all year long, trying to improve them. And sure enough, we come up with some big picks. Dempsey and Bolser, DeFoya, and so real happy from that standpoint. And we were able to stop the run and get them in second and third long situations, which I thought was the key in the game.
Talk a little bit about Connor Dempsey. Boy, what a huge day he had running the football.
Boy, he sure did. We haven't had too many kids in playoff football have the stats he did. He had over 260 yards, had 15 tackles, had a reception for a touchdown, had one interception, and just an all-around great day, and good for him. The kids worked really hard, and he's a special athlete. We're lucky to have him.
You know, and the other thing, injuries and kind of just some ankles and a few different things started piling up a little bit there, and seeing Josh go to that wingback position, and you had Rodewald in there for a little while at wingback. some of those games earlier this year where those options were used, do you feel like that helped you, particularly in this round, with kind of making up for some injuries?
I really do. I think the last couple of weeks we've had kids step up and do a great job. And you know, when you lose a stud like Lombardi, you need to have kids step up. And we did that with Jonesy going to the wingback spot, and then coming in playing corner, Golson playing DB, Hopwood playing DB for us. A lot of kids that haven't got a lot of time this year, and we put them in a tough situation, and they all came through and did a great job. So, you know, we're going to need the same thing this week versus IC, be next man up, and hopefully we're healthy going into it. We're, you know, as we sit here before the game, I think we're going to be okay, but we'll go from there.
You mentioned IC, and of course, you're playing on a turf field tonight and a team that's kind of built around speed and some of those things. Keys defensively for you going into this. What do you want to stop first? We
got to stop the run. There's no doubt about it. They have a real good back in Eatman, number 22. Can change direction very well. Has very good speed. They have a nice quarterback. They don't have the same kid as last year. He was hurt and got involved in a bad knee injury, and which is bad for him. He's a great athlete. But they brought another kid in who's a tall kid, not quite as athletic, but boy, he can throw it. And so that, you know, and they go no huddle. They try to get you to mix up your defenses and to mix up responsibilities, which happened to us last year. And but we need to, you know, like we always do, we need to be able to move the ball on offense.
Well, yeah, and you mentioned offense there. Do you get a little bit of confidence off of what Piatone was able to do? I mean, they got some first downs. They got a big touchdown run in the second half of that game, and seemed like, especially second half, they were able to move the ball a little bit.
They were, and they did a nice job of possessing the ball and getting first downs and keeping the ball out of their hands. I think there's a lot of positives we can take from that game, and you know, their coaches over there, we've talked to them and you know, try to get whatever they did and use that for us. But you know, definitely it's going to be different up there when we're on their turf and stuff, and we got to be able to maintain against that speed. I think that's the biggest thing.
We mentioned injuries earlier, but just quickly here, kind of catch us up to date on where you're at regarding that.
Yeah, I think Mateo's going to be okay. I mean, we'll see come game time how we're doing there, and along with Brock Bolser. I think they both got hurt, and Brock kept playing, but he's still pretty sore. And then Lombardi we had to take out of the game. And but I think they've been responding pretty well to practice this week, so hopefully we should be okay.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. And again, we'll talk to you in the postgame.
All right, sounds good, John. Appreciate it.
Coach Jeff Reitz here on Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company. Take one more break. When we come back, we'll have opening kick tonight from IC as the Wilmington Wildcats on the road to take on the IC Knights. Back in just a moment. You've been listening to Wilmington Wildcats Weekly, brought to you by Breezer Construction Company here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Valen Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Valen Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818. If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reitz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's.
Back here on the Christian Internet Sports Network, about set to get things underway here tonight from Immaculate Conception. We went ahead and came back here so we could be ready to take another break for the national anthem, which I believe they'll have in just a moment, just to kind of break it up a little bit. The Cats in one end zone wearing all white tonight with purple helmets and purple numbers. IC will be in all blue tonight with those white numbers and then the gold decals on the side of the helmet. So just about ready for national anthem, and then we'll have opening kick here tonight. So I want to make sure to kind of divide that up a little bit. A lot of football going on around the area today. I understand all the Lincoln Way teams were in action. We'll have all of those scores for you as we go on here tonight. Morris already won today, 14-9, so they're into the semifinals in 4A. And Byron will be awaiting the winner of this game here tonight because Byron won earlier today. So the winner of this will take on Byron next week. If Wilmington wins here tonight, they would be at home next week.
For every game, we like to welcome back all the alumni. Once a night, always a night.
So we're going to get set to go ahead and take a break here. We'll be back in just a moment after National Anthem, specifically on Veterans Day here. So we'll be back in just a moment. And we'll get started with the Knights and Wildcats just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today. Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or on anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
Welcome back here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. We get set for opening kick tonight from IC. The Cats on the road once again. You know, it felt like all year that Wilmington did nothing but play home games. And now we get to the playoffs, and we're doing nothing but going on the road.
Yeah, they didn't break us in very good for this postseason play, but we're certainly glad to be here again tonight. Nice job last week the Wildcats did against Farmington. Got off a nice victory, did a good job of controlling the ball, controlling the game. Now, can we do it again tonight?
Well, we'll see. There's no doubt about it that this is going to be a large uphill battle tonight. For the Wildcats, they are going to have to hang on to the football. Turnovers and 3 and outs will be unacceptable tonight.
Oh, boy.
Those are two things you will not be able to have. I see on their home field playing on this turf. If you give them multiple opportunities, you're going to be in trouble, and you're going to be in trouble fast. So for the Cats, it's all about ball control here tonight. Of course, Wilmington do that anyway, but tonight, more than any other, they're going to have to hang on to the football and churn out yardage and get first downs. That's just the plain and simple fact of the matter.
And all the while maintaining the fact they don't have any turnovers themselves.
One thing about it, the mantra all week for Wilmington has been, if we're going to get to the state championship, you've got to play this game anyway. So whether it's here, there, whenever, you play the game that's in front of you, and that's this one here tonight.
That's right.
And, you know, there's nothing anyone could do about the way the current setup is except come out and play football and see what you got. So IC will tee it up at the 40, get set to kick off left to right here as the Cats will get the ball first. As back deep for Wilmington is Jacob Rodewald, along with, I believe that's Antonio Tafoya back deep.
And back to return for the Wildcats.
So Zen Turkalev will get set to kick off here for the Knights.
Good luck to both teams.
By the way, if I mispronounce Zen's name, I apologize, but that's a tough one. Tverdokhlib, but I'll do my best. kick is taken at the 15-yard line, actually about the 16, across the 20, out to the 25. That's where Tafoya returns it, and Wilmington will take over there, 1st and 10.
Tackle for the Knights was number 33, Dan Gibbons. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
So Wilmington will start things up on their own 25-yard line. Once again, led by Keaton Hopwood, the 6'1", 158-pound sophomore under center tonight for the Cats. Matteo Lombardi is out there getting the start despite having that rib injury from last week and missing the second half of the game. And Josh Jones will be at fullback, and Connor Dempsey will be the tailback. Josh Jones bangs ahead, still turning out near the 30-yard line. Good pickup on first down for the Cats.
29, Josh Jones picks up about
So
5
Jones
yards.
will pick up 5. Mike Johnson, a 6 foot, 245-pound junior, made the stop for IC. So 11:35 to go, just underway, opening quarter. As we mentioned, the key for the Cats tonight is hanging on to the football and churning out some clock. Because if you start giving away the football or punting it away on a regular basis, it's going to be a problem. Back to the double wing. Dempsey in motion. Now comes back in the set. Pitch back to Connor across the 30. Turns ahead out near the 33, close to the 34. As Dempsey will get close to a first down. Doesn't quite have it, though. On the stop for IC is Mike Rowland, a 5'5", 160-pound defensive lineman. Actually, that can't possibly be right.
What's that?
I don't think he's 5'5", 160 pounds.
Oh, my.
I think that's a typo.
I would say you're probably right.
They got a gigantic defensive line. I don't think there's anybody out there that's 160 pounds.
No.
So 3rd down and a yard for the Cats. This is a big 3rd down early in this game. Pitch comes left side. This is Connor Dempsey out across the 40 to near the 42-yard line. And Wilmington will pick up a first down. Dempsey gets 8 yards and a Wilmington first down. Again, this is what Wilmington has to do tonight. 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. Hang on to the football. No penalties, no turnovers.
Very patient game. Very patient game.
By the way, up front for the Knights, Kobe Reed's 5'10", 275. On the outside is Mike Johnson, 6 foot, 245. On the left side is Ricky Mislevic. He's 6'1", 275. That is a large defensive line.
I'd like to go against that.
As the Cats taking their time. Pitch comes left side. This is Dempsey trying to get out around the edge and gets stacked up, but not before he can get across the 45 to near the 46-yard line. Good game on the first down. Bring up 2nd and 6 for Wilmington after the gain of 4.
Boy, that was some tough running.
That's what I mean by that. Might actually, no, it can't be 76 either. Just 75. That must be the wrong name or wrong. Something in there.
Something's yeah, I think you're right.
Because I think every single one of them is
bigger than that.
250 or bigger. They got to average about 260 along that defensive line.
The left end is the smallest of the group.
2nd down and 6 from the 47. Pitch back to Dempsey again. Churns ahead out near midfield. He'll pick up about 4 more and a good chunk of yardage on 2nd down. Bring up 3rd down and about a yard for Wilmington here. Under 9 minutes to go in our opening quarter. As bring up 3rd down and a yard. Again, everything packed inside for Wilmington. This is keeper for Connor Dempsey. He's going to be close. I'm not sure if he got all the way there or not, though. Be close. And it all depends on the spot from the near side official. If that is a first down, that's a generous spot. I'll say that. And it is a first down.
The Wildcats pick up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I think got almost a yard.
So 8:30 to go here in the opening quarter. No score between Wilmington and IC as the Cats hanging on to the football, and that's what they've got to do here tonight.
Yeah.
Everything packed in. Back to the double wing. Lombardi and Dempsey at wing backs. Jones at fullback. Handoff goes to Josh Jones up the middle as Josh will bang ahead for a couple of yards.
The carry this time was number 29, Josh Jones.
And that will bring up second down and 8 for Wilmington.
Second and 8.
Under 8 minutes to go here in our opening quarter. IC trying to figure out a way to stop this Wilmington rushing attack.
You notice they've pulled it back, or they're backs behind the line, up right on their
defensive backs. Oh yeah, you might as well. I mean, there's no point in playing them way back 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, that's for sure. Back to the double wing, second and 8 for the 46. Pitch back to Dempsey, and that gets wrapped up at the 45-yard line, and it will bring up third down and 7. And this is exactly what you can't have if you're Wilmington. You get 3rd and 7 against a really big offensive line and some quick defensive backs. And Wilmington not a team that throws the ball a whole lot, so I don't even know if they'll take a gamble at throwing it here.
Yeah, that could be disastrous. I don't know.
I mean, maybe the thought process is you get 4 or 5 and then leave it up to 4th down. I'm not really sure, but 3rd down and long is not where you want to be.
Looks like they're expecting to pass. They've got 4 linebackers back now, along with the 2 defensive backs.
3rd down and 7. Pitch comes left side, and this isn't going to get anywhere near anything. A gain of maybe 2 yards. As on the stop for Immaculate Conception is number 44, Kevin Cook, 5'10", 180 pounds.
Ooh, who carried that ball that time?
4th down and 5. As Wilmington will get set to punt the ball away.
Well, they ran about 6 minutes almost off the clock. Only problem is they didn't get any points out of it.
So the Cats will get set to punt it away here. So a little bit of a low snap, but a good kick here. Straight up in the air off the foot of Grant Imhoff, and it will roll dead just inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. So IC will take over 1st and 10 from the 20. Now, the one thing that did do for Wilmington is it churned off the better part of half the first quarter, which is a benefit for sure. As the Knights will take over 1st and 10, led by C.J. West, 6'2", 185-pound senior, calling the signals tonight for the Knights. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near, pistol formation. That's Lazarick Eatman in the backfield behind West. And the handoff goes to Lazarick. He breaks a couple of tackles, and now he's going to go. As that'll be an 80-yard touchdown run, and that's what happens when you don't make a tackle that's there for you. So an 80-yard touchdown run for Lazarick Eatman. And you can't have that if you're Wilmington. If you have 2 guys on him, you got to make a tackle. And that's pretty simple there. And once you let him out in the open, he's gone.
And who was he?
22, Lazarick Eatman. So out to attempt the extra point is Khalil Saunders. He'll get set to, at least it looks like. So 5:37 to go here. So make that Saunders to hold here. As looks like the snap and the kick is good. That might be Joey Macaris.
5.5 minutes to go.
Oh, he missed it. I guess he pushed it wide right. Okay. 6-0 the lead for IC. 5:37 to go in the opening quarter. Take a break. Come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at ricchettis.net. Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Ricchetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
So 5:37 to go here in the opening quarter. 6-0 lead for IC is what we predicted came true, which is if you don't score, they're probably going to. Here's a return up the middle, out to midfield, down to the 48-yard line of the Knights. On the return for Wilmington was Andrew Gramlich. And the Cats will have it 1st and 10 inside Immaculate Conception territory, down to the 48-yard line of IC. So Wilmington's got to hang on to the football, and they're going to have to a little bit different than they did last drive, which it's fine to go to Connor Dempsey over and over and over, but eventually you're going to have to go somewhere else.
Team of this quality makes its adjustments.
Now 6, almost 7 guys in the line of scrimmage. Pitch goes right side to Matteo Lombardi, and that's going to get a yard, maybe 2. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Looks like he was brought down by number 44, Kevin, also number 87, Jack Enright.
That's the first look for Lombardi tonight, and he's for sure not at 100% either. I think he's just giving it a go here.
Yeah, he wants to try. We'll see what he can do.
So the Cats now will have it 2nd down and 8 from the 46. Pitch goes right side. This is Lombardi inside the 40-yard line down to the 39. I'll bring up 3rd down and a yard for Wilmington. Down to 4:25 to go in the opening quarter. Well, if Wilmington figures out a way to kind of mix things up here a little bit in gaps, I think you might see some of that open up. But the problem tonight is Matteo Lombardi at full speed? And if he's not, that's going to limit a few things.
Yeah, that's limiting a lot because he's an effective counterbalance for Connor Dempsey.
3rd down and a yard. Pitch back. This is Dempsey. He's got the 1st down. In fact, strings it out inside the 35-yard line, down to near the 33. And a Wilmington 1st down as Khalil Saunders on the stop for IC.
Oh, wait. 5.
So 1st and 10 for Wilmington from the 33 of IC. Everything that double wing again. IC with 6 down linemen. This is Lombardi to the outside, cuts it back inside the inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line. Good gain on 1st down here for Wilmington. Bring up 2nd down and 3.
Think about 2nd and 3.
As the Cats trying to push the ball down the field here.
This kind of strange. We have a train track right beside us, and big old diesel's coming down through here.
And if you can't tell, Wilmington is using every second of that play clock every single time. Down to 2:50 to go opening quarter. 6-0 the lead for IC. Again, double wing here for the Cats. Pitch back to Lombardi, trying to get the corner. He's got a 1st down and gets tripped up at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 5 more for Lombardi. On the tackle was Keeman Reese, 5'10", 190-pound junior for the Knights.
Well, they're doing a nice job of controlling the ball if they can keep them finish the job.
Well, that's the key, is that you have to hang on to the football, and you can't give up those big plays that they gave up defensively. And just like the first set of downs for IC. 1st and 10, everything packed into a double wing. Pitch goes right side, Lombardi again. inside the 20, gets down near the 18-yard line. He'll pick up 3, close to 4, as the clock rolls down to 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter.
At the 17-yard line.
And if you talk to Raines, I think he would be pretty happy with, outside of giving up the one big play, the offense has been effective. They've used clock like they wanted to.
I think he'd be very pleased with his offense so far. Just giving up the big play was a kick in the jaw, but other than that, they've done really very fine.
2nd down and 6 here for Wilmington. As Lombardi comes back set, pitch comes left side. This is Dempsey, as he'll get down near the 15-yard line. And that will bring up 3rd down and about 3 for the Cats. Jacob Litton, 6 foot, 170-pound lineman on the stop for IC.
Yeah, some linebacker got in and got his hands down low and hit him on the ankle and tripped him up and stopped his progress.
So 3rd down and close to 4, under a minute to go now in our opening quarter. Wilmington taking every single second off the clock that they can. We'll face 3rd and almost 4. It'll be back to double wing here with Lombardi and Dempsey. Hopwood under center. Keaton pitches it right side. Lombardi corner does just enough, I believe, to get another 1st down, or really close to it if he didn't get it.
Close to the 1st down.
Another nice run by Mateo to the outside.
Got it.
And another 1st down for Wilmington at the 11 of IC. Down to 38 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. So Wilmington will have to run, well, I guess he did go out of bounds, so we'll have to run 2 more plays probably here in the quarter. But the Cats will be more than happy to run 1 play and then let that quarter run out and use up part of the 2nd quarter while they're at it.
Yeah, they want to use up as much of that clock as they possibly can.
1st and 10 Wilmington from the 11-yard line of IC. In motion as Dempsey gets the pitch left side. Connor trying to get inside the 10, turns ahead down near the 8-yard line. We'll pick up 2, maybe 3 yards, and that is going to bring us
Ball's marked at the 8-yard line
to the end of the 1st quarter, I believe. Unless they
2nd and 7.
I don't think they blew in the play clock. There it is. And if you're Wilmington, they'll go to the other end of the field. End of quarter number 1. IC leads at 6-0 over Wilmington. We'll take a break. We'll come back with quarter 2 in just a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Start of quarter number 2. It is a 6-0 lead for
All right, here we go. Start the 2nd
IC for Wilmington.
2nd and 7 on the 8-yard line.
Cats will have it 2nd down and 7 from the Knights' 8-yard line as Hopwood pitches it left to Dempsey, trying to string it out, breaks a tackle, gets down inside the 5, down near the 4-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and short for Wilmington as the Cats, excuse me there, the Cats knocking on the door here. 3rd down and a couple for Wilmington.
It'll be 3rd and 2.
As the ball just inside the 5-yard line. And once again, Wilmington is going to use every single second off that clock that they can use every time they run a play.
Yeah, they're definitely no hurry at all.
So the Cats will have it 3rd down and 2 as the ball just inside the 5-yard line, almost to the 4. As pitched back to Dempsey off the left side. Everything's piled up. Connor is inside the 1. Is he in? I don't think so. He's down at near the 1-yard line. So it'll bring up 1st down and goal for Wilmington. Just inside the 1 with 11:02 to go in the opening half. As the Cats will have it 1st and goal from inside the 1. So 1st and goal from the 1. Wilmington will have 4 shots at getting into the end zone. As the clock still runs down to 10:45. Again, the Cats taking every second they can, every single time they run a play. 1st and goal from inside the 1. Hopwood to keep it himself, and he is he in? He is! Touchdown, Wilmington! It's going down the field, a 48-yard touchdown drive, and Wilmington ties it up at 6, pending the extra point. Well, Wilmington moved the football, that's for sure.
That was a great drive they did. Just enough to keep the thing alive. They were able to keep it. Emmanuel Conception could not stop them.
So a game tied up at 6. 10:31 to go in the half. Well, it all comes back to, if you give up points, it's okay, as long as you score them. And then you got to wait for one team and the other to make a mistake of some sort. Well, Trey Shaw, the freshman kicker, on to attempt this extra point, and the kick is good. And Wilmington leads at 7-6 with 10:31 to go in our opening half. So the Cats on top. We'll take a break, come back with more Wilmington Wildcats playoff football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
7-6 is the lead for Wilmington here over IC with 10:31 to go opening half. Now, Wilmington has had the ball for what, 95% of this game? I mean, probably at least 95% of this game they've had the football. The kick comes up the left side. Out near the 40-yard line comes the return. And the problem with that is it took IC one play.
And
Lazar Geekman went 80 yards in one play.
And about 10 seconds.
Well, and the thing about that was Wilmington had 2 or 3 opportunities to tackle him and didn't do it. And when you have this team here tonight, you have got to wrap up and make a tackle. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Out of the pistol formation is C.J. West. 1 receiver goes to the far side. Handoff comes near side to Eatman. He'll pick up a couple of yards on first down. It'll be a gain of about 3 yards. On second and 7 for IC is trips receivers to the near side, one to the far.
Boy, and they don't use any clock.
C.J. West out of the pistol again to Lazarick Eatman. He'll take it near side, try to make a move to get around the corner, and that's not going to go much of anywhere. A couple of nice moves, but lateral and not up the field.
Again on the carry, might have picked up a couple yards.
Bring up third down and about 5, a gain of 2 more for Lazarick Eatman. Under 10 minutes to go in our first half in a 7-6 lead here for Wilmington. Trips receivers to the far side, one back to the near. C.J. West out of the pistol formation again, takes the snap, looks right side, and now will tuck it down and run, and he will come up close to a first down. It's going to be close, and the way these referees have done this tonight, they've moved the ball ahead about a half yard every time.
Yeah, they did. They did that time too.
Yeah. And they kind of did the same thing with Wilmington too. They're having a tendency tonight to kind of move it ahead a half yard or yard. My thing is, as long as you're consistent doing that all night, then fine. But it's when things get erratic that I have a problem with some things. Trips to the far side, one to the near. Eatman off the near side, trying to get the corner. Does, up the sideline, and inside the 20, down to the 15, 10, 5, and touchdown IC. So a 50-yard touchdown run for Lazarick Eatman, and it's 12-7, the lead for IC. And again, you have to be able to make a stop.
There's a holding on the end right here, and he couldn't get loose from it to make the tackle and tried to jerk away and went down backwards. Otherwise, he could have cut off the run, but after that, it was Katie bar the door.
So extra point upcoming here for IC. So 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Out of the pistol formation is C.J. West. As he'll take the snap, hand it off to Eatman, and he's stopped short of the goal line by, nope, it actually went the other way. Boy, that was a nice play. I think everyone in here thought Eatman had the football, and he didn't. That was C.J. West. No, the football was a great fake. Had everyone in here faked out. I think their own crowd didn't know that he scored the 2-point conversion, but he did. 14-7 lead. I certainly didn't see it. So 9:20 to go in the half. IC back on top, 14-7. We'll take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reentz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
All right, 9:21 to go in the half. 14-7 is the lead for IC. Return comes up the middle, and this comes out across the 40 to the 43-yard line, and returned by Connor Dempsey. And the Cats will have it 1st and 10 from there.
And the tackle for the Knights was number 4, Zen.
So once again, Wilmington's going to go back to ball control offense and use as much clock as possible here. And we've seen what's happened on defense so far. They have no answer for Eatman. And with that kind of speed, the problem for Wilmington has been not that they haven't had a hand on Eatman, but they haven't been able to tackle him. And then once he breaks into the open field, it's gone.
He is so quick.
There's nothing. Once he gets to the open field, you're not catching him.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who can change directions on a dime and give you change.
So back to the double wing here. Pitch comes right side. This is Lombardi, who gets stacked up after a gain of a couple there, down inside the 50 to a 46-yard line of Wilmington down to 9 minutes to go in the half.
44, Kevin Cook, also number 65, Keemon Reese. It's going to be, ball's going to be at the 46. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
We've changed quarterbacks.
I think it's still Hopwood in there. Handoff comes near side. This is Lombardi again, trying to get the corner inside the 50, 45, 40. Lombardi up the sideline, inside the 20, all the way inside the 15 and down to the 12-yard line. And Wilmington knocking on the door again with 8:29 to go in the half. So it'll bring up 1st and 10 for Wilmington. Ball inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. As the Cats once again trying to work clock.
About what, a 41-yard gain. He turned on the speed when he got around that corner, and the only way they could catch him was to cut him off at the pass with their fastest guy.
So 1st and 10 for Wilmington. Ball at the 13 of IC. Back to the double wing here for the Cats. Pitch back to Dempsey inside the 15, trying to cut it back near the 10, and that's going to be about it. Not a there for Connor. He went to bounce it to the outside, and there was a guy standing there, and then that just kind of blew everything up. Picked up about 3. Bring up 2nd down and 7 for Wilmington. Ball at the just inside the 10. We're not real high up here.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
We're only about 13 or 14 rows up. We're in the top row of the bleachers, sitting in the middle of the crowd, and it's not a great angle. I mean, much better than where we could be, but as far as height to see where they're at in the field, it's not the great angle. As pitch comes left side, Dempsey, he paused a little bit, and that's what kind of ate that play up. If Connor's going to get to the outside, he's got to go.
Yeah, you can't. These guys, you can't stop and look at it. You have to hit the hole and go.
By number 44, Kevin Cook.
Bring up 3rd down and 8 for Wilmington. Ball at the 11-yard line of IC. The problem here is if you don't put points on the board as fast as IC has been scoring, you could find yourself in a little bit of trouble rather quickly.
Oh, yes, you sure can.
So 3rd down and 8 from the 11-yard line, almost the 12. Hopwood going to keep it himself, rolls left, fires into the end zone. It is caught! Touchdown, Connor Dempsey. 11-yard touchdown pass from Keaton Hopwood. And what a beauty that was. Keaton rolling to his left, throwing it against his body and fired a strike to Connor Dempsey. And it's 14-13, the lead for IC, pending the extra point here. 6:26 to go in the half. Is now Trey Shaw on to attempt the extra point. Boy, that was a beautiful throw from Keaton Hopwood. Ridiculous call, too. I don't think anybody was really expecting that call here early.
He faked that handoff.
And Trey Shaw will bang it through. We're tied again. 14-14, 6:26 to go in the half as IC will get the ball back. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're back with more Cats football in a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
Well, so far, the story of this game has been offense. And I mean a truckload of offense. IC is going to get the ball back. They've had the ball for, what, 45 seconds?
About that's all right.
And they've scored twice on three plays.
Yeah.
Kick it off for the Wildcats.
I think it was it second down or third down the last drive?
They got a first down the last time, and then they scored the next
right.
time.
Yeah, next play after that, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So it was 4 or 5 plays, but it seemed much faster than that.
It seems awfully fast.
So Trey Shaw will get set to kick off left to right here as the Cats have answered a couple of times. We're tied at 14, 6:26 to go in the half. And a pooch kick here across the 40 out near the 43-yard line. And that's where IC will take over first and 10. I mean, if you're Wilmington, it would help if your defense didn't give up a touchdown every 30 seconds. That might help your offense a little bit, but Eatman has just been a beast out of the backfield. Of course, we knew that because last year they had that powerhouse running back who is now gone, and he was the backup. If you remember, he came in the second half last year. It was just as ridiculous. Eatman up the middle. He's going to go again. Wilmington cannot make a tackle, and Lazarick Eatman is going to go inside the 10, down inside the 5 again. And IC is going to have the ball first and goal at the 5-yard line, or maybe. Well, they might have moved it back out a little bit. Well, I guess they are going to put it down inside the 3 to the 2-yard line.
50, 48.
So again, out of the pistol, snap back. This is Eatman. And he'll get spun down. No call yet. The ball is down at the 1-yard line. Bring up second and goal for IC. Under 6 minutes to go in the half. And this has been the problem, just giving up points way too quickly. And this is a touchdown. And that was a little bit dangerous. Just kind of throwing the ball out there. That could have been a little bit of a problem, but it worked out.
The guys would have looked up and slapped the ball. They could have knocked that out of there.
So IC has had the ball for a total of what? 2 minutes, and they've scored 3 touchdowns? I mean, that's unbelievable. So extra point coming up here. 20-14 is the lead for Immaculate Conception with 5:48 to go in the opening half. I mean, this has just been – Eatman has just been on fire, and there's nobody that's even coming close to stopping him either.
They can't hardly lay a hand on him, let alone stop him.
So extra point upcoming here as Joey Macarace to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is good inside that right upright. And that'll make it 21-14, the lead for IC. 5:48 to go in the half. Take a break. Come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They have a Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials too online at racchettis.net. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Racchetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
Well, 21-14 is C, and to be quite honest, Wilmington has done fine offensively. It's just Lazarick Eatman has been ridiculous running the football.
Yeah, they can't even lay a hand on him, let alone tackle him.
Well, and a couple of times they have had the opportunity to tackle him, and he just goes through that like they're not even there. This is Tafoya, as he'll get wrapped up across the 30 out near the 31-yard line. And Wilmington will have the ball there, first and 10, 5:44 to go in the half. If you're IC, you have enough time to score another half a dozen times or so.
Well, if we can keep the ball and score with 1 second left, we might. No seconds left. That's the only way you can get it.
Right. The way things have gone in this first half, that's 100% the truth. But to this point, IC leads 21-14 over Wilmington. Cats have done a very nice job on offense, eating up the clock, moving the football, and getting points. So let's see what they do here. Back to the double wing. In motion is Dempsey, gets the pitch left side across the 35 to the 40. Now out near the 41-yard line. A gain of 8 yards for Connor Dempsey. They'll bring up second down and 2 for Wilmington. Ball out to their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, Wilmington's done their part offensively. This night, it's the defense. Can't get a hand on that guy and keep him down.
Quite honestly, I don't even really know what you do. Defensive, I don't think there's much you can. See, that's the difference. When they were on the road last week, they played a Piatone and a natural grass surface, and they slowed it up a little bit. And he still got some yards, but not like you would on this field, that's for sure. Pitch back to Dempsey across the 40. Connor to the 45, out near the 47-yard line. A gain of 6 more and a Wilmington first down. Now, one thing about it, to this point tonight, IC has its own no ability to stop it necessarily. And this is the thing that Coach Reentz was talking about, too. He said, this team's used to playing bigger schools, 4A, 5A, 6A schools that pass the ball a lot, do a lot what they do, which is kind of run pass option, throw the ball, and do a lot of quick stuff. They don't see a lot of, double wing or this just kind of old school run the football type of stuff, although they did a little bit with Piatone last week. Pitch comes right side. This is Lombardi across midfield down to the 49-yard line of IC.
He's going to pick up about 4 yards before he's brought down by.
So a decent run there by Matteo Lombardi. So a ball down to the 49-yard line of IC.
That's the first time he's run the ball since his 41-yard run. So they give him a little breather.
Closing in on 4 minutes to go in our opening half, 21-14 IC. And IC has scored all their points in about 2 minutes, and Wilmington has literally had the ball the rest of the half.
Yes.
Now they've scored points, but they have not come close to getting a stop defensively. Back to the double wing, second down and a long 6. Pitch goes left side. Dempsey trying to get the corner. And he'll cut it back up inside, but not as many yards there, just a gain of a 2. And it will bring up third down and close to 5 here as Kevin Cook on the stop for IC.
It's going to be 3rd and 4.
And here's where you're kind of in some trouble territory for Wilmington. If you're outside of 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, now they did a nice job with rolling out Hopwood and getting a touchdown pass earlier, but those plays, they're only there so often.
Right. Yeah, this is a crucial down for the Wilmington Wildcats. They need to hang on the ball for the rest of the half.
You look at the clock and you go, 3 minutes. That's not much time left. Well.
They haven't used 3 minutes the whole night.
No. Pitch goes left side. This is Dempsey trying to get to the outside. Broken initial tackle. And now he's going to get down to the 44-yard line of IC. And there is no point in punting the football. I mean, literally no point. Wilmington has shown no ability to stop them, so it's going to bring up 4th down and a yard with 2:40 to go in the half. And this is about where IC has had the ball all night anyway, so.
Won't make any difference. Might as well go for it.
So 4th down and a yard for Wilmington. Ball inside the 45, near the 44-yard line, as the Cats really need a first down here if they want to stay alive in this game. Pitch comes right side. Lombardi has the first down and gets it by a couple of yards, actually. It depends on where they spot it, but no matter what, it's a first down. So Wilmington picks up a first. And the Cats will have it 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. I can't really see the part of the clock, but I think it says 2:10 up there.
2:09, right.
And if you're Wilmington, you're fine, running that clock all the way down to 0. If you're IC, you're like, man, our offense hasn't even been on the field. First and 10 for Wilmington from the 42. This is right side. This is Lombardi inside the 35 to the 30. Breaks a tackle inside the 20 and gets shoved out of bounds there. And a nice chunk of yards on first down. And that will be a gain of 20 plus, I believe. It depends on where they mark it down. It'll be a gain of 21 on that run for Mateo Lombardi. 1:47 to go on the half, and Wilmington moving the football again. The difference here has been IC hasn't been able to stop Wilmington, but it's taken them a while. Wilmington hasn't been able to stop IC, and they're going straight down the field.
Yeah, they need about one possession, one hike.
First and 10 for Wilmington from the 21-yard line. Pitch back to Dempsey, trying to get the corner, cuts it back. And you can tell IC just keying on Connor Dempsey. And they say there is a fumble. And this depends on what the call here is. And if it is, that's big-time trouble for Wilmington. If it is a fumble, that's big-time trouble for the Cats. Because I still haven't made a call as to whether or not that's a fumble. And they're still talking about it. And if it takes this long, that's a problem.
If it takes that long, it shouldn't be a fumble, you would think.
Well, it's either a fumble or it isn't. I mean, it's not that difficult. So, and if it is a fumble, the ball did come out, and it is IC football. So IC will have the ball first and 10 from their own 20 with 1:39 to go here in the half. As the Wilmington sideline furious with that, saying if it takes you 2 minutes to figure out if it's a fumble or not, it's fairly obvious that it shouldn't be a fumble.
That's exactly what I was saying. It's either a fumble or it's not a fumble, one or the other.
First and 10 IC from their own 20-yard line, and this is big-time trouble for Wilmington now. As out of the pistol formation, job back is C.J. West trying to run with the football. He's going to get out over the middle of the field to the 30, 35, 40, and C.J. run out of bounds out near the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 25 yards and an IC first down. And here's your bigger problem, that IC gets the ball first in the second half, too.
Yeah.
This game could be a 3-score game quickly. Down to 1:28 to go in the half. As snap comes back to West, rolls left side, looking downfield, and tries to scramble back out the near side, and he'll get taken down at the 49-yard line as Connor Dempsey makes the hit. The clock will continue to roll down to 1:10 to go in the half.
It'll be 2nd and 4 at the 49.
Clock rolls down to 1 minute to go in the half. Still surprised they haven't given the ball to Eatman. I just keep handing it off to him. I don't think there's any particular answer to that. Down to 53 seconds to go in the half as IC will get set to run a play here and timeout to Wilmington. Down to 45 seconds to go in the half as the Cats burn one here. We'll take a break, come back with the last 45 seconds of the half in just a moment here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
Back here at the Christian Internet Sports Network, 21-14 is the lead for IC. They have the ball second down and 4 from the Wilmington 49-yard line. By the way, stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in downtown Coal City. Big thank you to Ricchetti's for sponsoring that halftime show. We'll have your first half stats. We'll get scores from all of the area on the Odekirk Allred & Associates IHSA football scoreboard, and we'll get you set for the second half as well. Swing pass near side, up the sideline inside the 40, 30, and down to the 28-yard line goes Kevin Cook. Be a gain of 21 yards on that screen pass to Kevin Cook. Bring up first and 10 for IC from the 30 of Wilmington, down to 38 seconds to go in the half. Trips receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. As Once again, out of the gun is C.J. West, who's done a really nice job tonight at that quarterback spot. Drops back, pressured, fired over the middle. That is caught down near the 20-yard line. Be a gain of 8, close to 9. And a timeout to Immaculate Conception, as I believe they still have all 3, right?
Second and 1.
I think so.
IC takes their first time.
Bring up second down and a yard. For the Knights, 30 seconds to go in the half. Once again, be sure to stick around for a halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria over there in downtown Coal City. Be sure to stop in for their daily specials and make sure to tell them you appreciate them sponsoring this year here on the network. We'll have your first half scoring stats. We'll get you set for the second half and have a check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to Allred and Associates. Well, Wilmington was doing all right until the turnover, and that's kind of flipped the whole game on its head.
Well, it's like we said, you can't have mistakes. You have to perform mistake-free, and that's tough to do, especially against a quality team like this.
And even if it's not really a fumble, you still got to hang on to the football all the way through everything. You can't leave that as an option. So,
yeah, I mean,
as any free things here are a problem. But I'll give the Wilmington offense credit, man. They've moved the football.
They've run the ball well against them.
Trips receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. C.J. West out of the shotgun here. Takes a snap, fires near side, and that will be down at the 21-yard line. And another timeout for IC with 22 seconds to go in the half.
Who caught that? Number 13, wasn't it?
Yes, for essentially no gain. Well, the winner of this game will get Byron next week. And I didn't really look at it from the Byron perspective. I was just looking at it from the Wilmington perspective. Wilmington would be at home next week. I'm not 100% sure by IC, but if Byron has to come here, good luck. Because the speed on this field is just, it's ridiculous. Wilmington's held their own tonight offensively.
Yes.
Defense has been kind of scattered, but offense, there's been nothing out there that says Wilmington can't play with them for 4 quarters. If I'm IC, I just stop handing the ball off to Eatman. He could have scored. He's going to score twice more. Keep handing the ball off to Eatman.
Oh yeah, you
think there's
he can score at will.
Unless they just wanted to go through 2-minute offense passing it. Trips receivers to the far side, 1 back to the near. C.J. West will be out of the pistol here with 22 seconds to go in the half. And the Knights leading at 21-14, just outside the Wilmington 21-yard line. West will take the snap, steps up in the pocket, is going to try to run for it here. Down inside the 15 near the 12-yard line. 17 seconds left to go here in the half. As they will wind the clock down to 15, 14, and clocking it there is C.J. West with 14 seconds to go in the half. I think really, and maybe it is that they wanted to kind of just go through some offense and do something different. I don't know.
Yeah,
because I don't see there's any way Wilmington stops Eatman if they just hand him the football.
Oh, if he carries the ball, it's done.
So trips receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. Again is West, takes the snap, drops back, pressured up the middle, and he's sacked back at the 18-yard line, and timeout for IC with 8 seconds to go in the half. And that's why, we talk about this all the time. Why do you hang on to timeouts? For this.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Because now you have another shot at scoring a touchdown here, and
what did he lose?
Lost about 7 yards. And the thing for IC is that's not necessarily a bad play because you still have another shot here. If you have no timeouts left, he's obviously got to get rid of the football, but he didn't really have a whole lot of choice there anyway. There were 2 guys in his face. So.
Now do you give it to 22?
I would have given it to him way back here.
I tell you what, he is like lightning.
I don't think if there's 4 downs and you give it to him all 4, he's going to score a touchdown on one of those downs on this field. Boy. I just don't see.
There's nobody out here who can stop him.
No. That's just the honest truth.
He is just that good.
All right, well, let's see. It's down to 3rd down and 16. There's 8 seconds left in the half. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far, so there's still time to run a couple of plays here if they get out of bounds or have an incomplete pass. Snap back to West out of the pistol, has some time, fires over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Almost
knocked down
intercepted
by Connor Dempsey, and it'll bring up 4th down, and IC is going to bring on their field goal unit here. Boy, if you hold them to a field goal, that's pretty good defensively for what has happened so far tonight. But again, I think if you handed them all to Eaton, they would have scored
2 more touchdowns.
Yeah, probably a minute and a half ago. That's why I'm kind of puzzled by that.
There must be a reason for it. I'm not sure what it is, but there must be a reason for it.
All right, so a 35-yard field here for Joey McAgrace. Good snap, good hold. The kick is not going to make it. And it is short and wide right, and that'll bring us to the end of the half. And Wilmington holds defensively. 21-14 is the lead for IC at the half. Boy, that's a good end of the half if you're Wilmington. Keep them from scoring because they're going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So IC leads at 21-14 over Wilmington. Welcome into our halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in downtown Coal City. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the first half scoring stats in just a moment as Wilmington trails 21-14 at the half. Back here in a minute on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred and Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred and Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred and Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred and Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred and Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Heroin. I am Matt Baskerville. As a funeral director in Will County, I can tell you firsthand that I have seen results of heroin overdose.
Plainfield Shorewood, 4 dead. Lockport, 5 dead. I am Reagan Freitag. As Wilmington's local prosecutor and Will County board member, I can tell you I have seen the trouble and hardships of addictions.
Frankfort, Mokina, New Lenox, 6 dead. Bolingbrook, Romeoville, 6 dead. In Wilmington and Braidwood, heroin equals death or arrest.
Wilmington, Braidwood, 8 dead. Thanks to efforts of our local police departments, that number has dropped from 8 deaths in 2015 to 2 deaths so far in 2016.
If your family, your friend, or you are suffering from heroin addiction, there is help. Please call 815-476-1660 for more information.
Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane in Wilmington, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
Back on the Christian Internet Sports Network, 21-14 is the lead for IC over Wilmington at the half. Halftime show brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria over there in downtown Coal City. Well, up to this point, Wilmington's offense hasn't had any problems. That is until they turn the football over at the 20-yard line on a fumble. Other than that, Wilmington's moved the football fine. They have enough points to stay in this game. The problem has been that IC has gone right down the field every single time they've had the football, except for the last drive of the half when IC went 5 wide and passed the football every down. When Lazarick Eatman has been close to 200 yards of offense and 3 touchdowns, it has been next to unstoppable. IC goes to the passing game at the end of the half. Wilmington manages to get a big sack and then almost an interception, and then the field goal at the end of the half fell short. And at the half, Wilmington trails 21-14 to IC Catholic. I have a check of those first half stats here in just a moment. Matter of fact, let's do that now. First off, for Wilmington rushing the football tonight, Keaton Hopwood 1 rush for 1 yard. It was Connor Dempsey, 17 rushing attempts for 50 yards. Josh Jones ran the ball twice for 7 yards. Matteo Lombardi, 12 carries for 107 yards here tonight in this first half. Keaton Hopwood, 1 of 1 throwing the football for an 11-yard touchdown pass to Connor Dempsey. The Cats, 32 rushing attempts, 165 yards on the ground. Through the air, Keaton is 1 of 1 for 11 yards and a touchdown, 176 yards of offense for Wilmington, and they had the football for 3/4, maybe more than that, of the first half. For IC, rushing the football, CJ West, 4 carries for 33 yards. It was Lazarick Eatman, 6 carries, 194 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That is 194, right? Or is that 144? 194. And 2 touchdowns. Through the air, CJ West was 3 of 5 for 30 yards. Max Cook, 1 reception for 21 yards. Kevin Cook, 1 reception for 9 yards. And Khalil Saunders, 1 reception for 0 yards. 233 yards on the ground, 30 in the air. 263 yards of offense for IC in the first half in all of maybe 4 to 5 minutes of action.
The last time they had the ball, when they did, that was the longest they had it. That was all the rest of the game combined. Oh, more than that. More than that.
And at the half, it's 21-14, the lead for IC over Wilmington. Well, the winner of this game will get Byron. That game already happened earlier to this day, so we at least know who the next opponent is either way for one of these teams. That'll be Byron, and that will be next weekend in the semifinals. Well, a lot of football going on around the area, not just college-wise, but a ton of high school football games today. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get your first check of the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. You're listening to the halftime show, brought to you by Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in downtown Coal City. Back in just a moment with more on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
What's up, man? Good to see you're here. Do you want a beer?
No thanks, I don't drink.
Oh, come on, relax. Have some fun. Everyone else is drinking.
We have a lot to do tomorrow, and I can't be all hungover from drinking. Yeah, I'm having enough trouble with school, and sports, and clubs, and so much stuff. I don't have time to be worrying about if I got caught drunk.
Come on, man. This will help relax your mind and worries, and you'll have a good time.
Oh, man, cops. Run. We better book it out of here.
I'm so glad we weren't stupid and didn't drink. I know, right?
The Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community is committed and proud to bring programs and resources to help area residents. Our mission is to build a safe, productive, and substance-free community through these programs. The issues and problems that come with alcohol and drug abuse are very real, and the effects can be devastating. If you or anyone you know is in need of help, please call 815-476-1660. Help is only a phone call away.
This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with Sebring Goodman Teen Institute, ONDCP, and SAMHSA.
Back here at the Christian Internet Sports Network at the half. IC leads Wilmington 21-14. This is the Ricchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria halftime show. And this is the portion of the show where we bring you the IHSA football scoreboard, brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. They have offices in Joliet and now a new office in Wilmington as well. Let's start in 3A, shall we? Pleasant Plains, a 20-14 winner of Carlinville today. That game went to overtime, and Pleasant Plains gets the win there. Byron, as we mentioned earlier, beat Williamsville 13-0. Williamsville is that passing attack and all that kind of stuff. And Byron, of course, big, runs the football, usually has a huge offensive line. They win 13-0 in the game earlier today. Anna Jonesboro 56-41, the win over Vandalia.
It's like a basketball score.
By the way, if you hear music and stuff, we are literally right underneath the speaker, and we are outside in the bleachers, so we apologize if that becomes a little bit of an issue, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that at the moment, so I apologize. 4A just underway. Chicago Raby 0-0 with Dixon. It was Rochester 56-7 over Heron earlier today. Highland 35-0 over Herscher. So the Tigers getting it pretty good. Morris, by the way, wins 14-9 over Rochelle. So Morris is into the semifinals of 4A. In 5A, Chicago Phillips, remember the team that was supposed to be in 3A, was in 4A last year and petitioned to be in 5A. They have won again, and they're in the semifinals of 5A, 15-3 over Lamont. It was Sterling 22-10 over Marion earlier today. Dunlap leads Hillcrest 17-0. And a final now, Washington 35-21 over Richwoods. 6A, Hoffman Estates leads Belvedere North 21-10. Providence, it's a final now, defeats St. Lawrence 49-24. By the way, I believe this IC team, their only loss of the year was a 3-point loss to St. Lawrence, who is a quarterfinalist in 6A. Providence beat them today 49-24. A couple other finals, Nazareth Academy 20-17 over Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin. It was Prairie Ridge 42-7 over Willowbrook. Moving up to 7A, Mount Carmel 14-0 lead on East St. Louis. Lake Zurich leads St. Rita 28-3. Wow, that's kind of a surprise. Finals from earlier today, Batavia defeats Lincoln Way West 20-10. So West is out, and Lincoln Way Central loses to Bennett Academy 14-10. So a couple of New Lenox schools are both gone. In 8A tonight, Maine South comes back to beat Naperville Central 39-28. Naperville Central at one point in that game led 28-13. Maine South comes all the way back, goes on a ridiculous scoring binge, and wins 39-28. Edwardsville 28-17 over Minooka. So far, that game is in progress. It's not done yet. Lincoln Way East and Oswego just underway. And Marist and Loyola Academy will finish everything tonight at 7 o'clock. Matter of fact, I think it's the only game tonight at 7 o'clock. So that is a full check of your IHSA football scoreboard. Morris with a win. They are in the semifinals. And the Lincoln Way schools kind of ran up against it today. Minooka's in a little bit of trouble. Herscher lost. So all of our area teams are just kind of
they made it to quarterfinals and boom.
So just about ready to get to our second half of football tonight here from IC. And really the full story of this game tonight has been IC running the football, and that has not been a problem. Immaculate Conception has run the football with disregard for Wilmington even really being out there. But at the end of the half, IC went to a passing game, and Wilmington managed to stop that. The problem here is that the Knights get the ball to start the second half, and we've all seen that high-powered offense. So if somehow get 2 stops in a row and get the ball back, you kind of like where they're at.
You're back in the game. And
if you get down more than 1 score, it makes things very, very difficult.
So far, they've given Aikman a little bit of a breather since that last touchdown he scored, much to Wilmington's satisfaction.
All right, we'll take one more break. We'll come back. It's your second half here in just a moment. 21-14 is the lead for IC here at the half. Back with more in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Family Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at racchettis.net. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Racchetti's.
And a big thank you to Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria for sponsoring our halftime show each and every week all year. Big thank you to them, as well as all of our sponsors. By the way, you're listening here tonight, be sure to contact our sponsors and say thank you for sponsoring not only this year, but the last decade plus that we've been doing Wilmington football. We do appreciate that as we get set for another half here tonight. Hey, one way to look at this thing is there's a lot of teams that are playing this weekend. Matter of fact, most of them would be loving to play this weekend. So,
well, if
it's always fun whenever you're this late in the year, no matter what happens going forward.
That's right. Think how many teams would like to be at the halftime just down 1 score.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not bad. I mean, it's like running into a buzzsaw sometimes, but the Wildcats have pretty much held their own on offense, so they can keep those mistakes, get a stop here, and take it on down. We'll have ourselves a brand new game.
Well, the Cats are going to have to kick off to get this second half underway. And other than the last possession of the first half, IC took less than 5 plays to score on every drive, other than that final series. So the Cats will tee it up at the 40, get set to kick off right to left as we get set to start up half number 2 here tonight. This is the quarterfinals of the IHSA Class 3A playoffs. Next week, the semifinals will roll on, and Byron will be the opponent for either one of these teams. Whoever makes it out of here, Byron is waiting next. And the one thing Byron might have for IC, I think, is they got a really big offensive and defensive line, and maybe they have some way to stop Eatman. I don't know. But if they play that game here, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I don't care how big their line is.
If you can get them off of this on the natural turf, you can slow that down a step, then you've got a shot.
All right, so the Cats will tee it up at the 40. Trey Shaw getting set to kick it off here as a train goes by right next to us. Elevated freight train at that.
Yeah.
You know, this is kind of a strange complex. It's all field turf, and on the far side is the baseball field. There are no bleachers over there. There's only bleachers on the home side. And on the end of the field, there's a gigantic grass berm where there's a bunch of people, and there's a whole bunch of people around the fence on all sides, too, because there's just really not enough seating here for this kind of football. This ricochets off an up man and then is covered up at the 47-yard line. So IC will have it 1st and 10 from their own 47. Well, let's see if IC goes back to using Lazarick Eaton. In that first half, that's been no problem. And I'm not really sure, we talked about this before too. I don't really know what the plan is to stop him either.
Well, I don't know what you could do. You got to be able to put a hand on him anyway.
Trips receivers to the far side, one to the near now, one receiver in motion to the near side. This is
there he is.
Makes a cut step to the outside, trying to go up the sideline inside the 40 and bumped out of bounds there.
40-yard line.
Well, that's a major victory. They stopped him only, 15 yards or so at the time?
A gain of 13. And an IC first down.
Balls at the 39, 1st and 10 for your Knights.
My land, he's so quick, he just jumps right back out, switches the directions, and leaves you standing.
One receiver coming in motion to the near side to make a trips out of the pistol. Handoff goes to Eatman. There is a flag down, and Josh Jones will throw Eatman backwards after a gain of a couple.
I think there was a holding or something.
Certainly looks like hold.
Yeah, there was a holding on his touchdown, too, that wasn't called right in this end.
So a hold will back the Knights up here. Well, here I am with the halftime logo still up here.
Oh.
So cold, I think my brain's frozen. So 1st down and 19 for the Knights. Ball back at the 48 of Wilmington. And the way they move the ball tonight, this will make it a little bit more difficult, but trips receivers to the near side. One to the far out of the gun is West. Rolls right side, looking downfield, pressured from behind by Gramlich. West is going to keep it himself, and he'll get inside the 45-yard line as the ball is marked, I believe, out of bounds, and it will be 2nd down and long. Be 2nd down and 12.
It's 2nd and 12.
So a gain of 7 yards in that run for CJ West. 11:31 to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-14 the lead for IC. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. West out of the gun, drops back. Looks left side, fires over the middle, and that's dropped through of Callie Saunders. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12 for IC. So it'll bring up 3rd and long. Again, that with this type of offense is a little bit different from most standard 3A offenses. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. West out of the gun. Big 3rd down here for this Wilmington defense. 1 receiver to the far side to make a trips. They fake that throw. Now they'll fire it deep down the middle of the field, and that's incomplete off the hands of Saunders. And that should have been an easy touchdown. I mean, easy touchdown. That was an unbelievable play call, by the way. Fake the wide receiver screen. Saunders had nobody within 15 yards of him. And the throw was a little bit back,
a little behind
over his shoulder.
Yeah. But he was wide open.
He still probably should have caught that ball.
I mean, he probably should have.
That should have been easy 6 points.
He was about 10 yards in the open from any nearest.
All right.
Defensive guy.
4th and 12 now for IC. Again, big defensive down here for Wilmington. 4th and 12. West is going to quick kick it, and that's going to into the end zone. I can't see it.
I think so.
But I think it did, and that's a huge break for Wilmington if it did, because that looked like to be headed toward the corner. Well, I guess Wilmington got a defensive stop.
That's what you wanted.
So the Cats will have it 1st and 10.
Wilmington at the 20-yard line.
From their own 20, they're going to say it went into the end zone. Well, now there is some discussion here, but
not this again.
They're going to move the ball out to the 20, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Wilmington from there. So again, the Cats with the stand there. The Knights put themselves in a little bit of a hold, or a little bit of a hole with the holding penalty. But again, I'm kind of surprised they don't go back to Eatman more. Back to the double wing here. Pitch comes right side. This is Lombardi across the 25, out near the 30. Real good gain on first down for Wilmington.
Picks up about 8 yards.
It'll be a gain of 9. Nope, a first down. Gain of 10 and a Wilmington first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Huh, 13th first down for Wilmington.
So the Cats will have it first and 10 from the 30. By the way, Manuka now trails 28-25.
Come on, Manuka.
So the Manuka Indians back to within 3 in that game. Pitch comes right side. This is Lombardi. Boy, there's no room there. That got blown up in a hurry back at the 30-yard line.
Lombardi stopped at the line of scrimmage and second and 10.
The Cats will face second down and 10 here. I do realize our connection is a little iffy here, so if it keeps bouncing, we do apologize for that. Yeah. But unfortunately, it's just kind of the way it's going to be tonight. It could be the really cold weather playing havoc with some stuff. It could be a cell tower here that isn't working quite right or what, but we're going to stick with it. So if it just kind of bounced, we apologize for that. By the way, Lincoln Way East leads 7-0 early in their game. Back to the double wing here. Hopwood drops back to pass, and he'll be sacked way back at the 20-yard line. And for Wilmington, Keaton Hopwood cannot hang on to the football because they're way too fast to wait around for a deep route. So it'll be third down and 16. 9:35 to go in the third. And for sure, if you're going to pass the football, it's got to be 2-3 seconds.
Throw it somewhere where nobody can catch it out there. So towards some specific thing. Don't eat the ball.
Still got to keep in mind, Keaton is still a young quarterback, sophomore. He's been through a full year, but he still has a couple more years and plenty of time to learn. But boy, this is a big game for a sophomore quarterback. Handoff. I don't know who that went to. Did Hopwood keep it? No, I guess it was Connor Dempsey. And a loss of about 3 more. It'll bring up.
Now going to be 4th and 19.
Bring up 4th down and 21 for Wilmington. As, boy, that offensive drive started out with some promise and then went backwards.
Man, yeah, they did that run play, got nothing out of it, and then got sacked for that, and a loss of 3 yards and a running play again. And
8:30 to go in this third quarter. And snap back, and the kick is not very good. In fact, it's pretty bad. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 30 of Wilmington. I'm not sure what happened there from Graham Hoff, but that went all of about 12 yards. And IC is going to be knocking on the door as they get the football back here. And that was...
oh, boy.
Well, not the best kick from Grant, but he's had a really good year. Just went off the side of his foot. So it'll be 1st and 10 for IC, and now they're going to have to sub in somebody. It looks like Ricky Mislevic, the 6'1", 275-pound junior, has got to come out of the game. He'll be replaced here. Must have some blood on that elbow. And IC will have it 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 30. 8:20 to go in the third quarter. West on the shotgun here, pitches it to Eatman on the corner. Boy, there's a whole bunch of room on that corner. Inside the 20, and Lazarick inside the 10. He's going to score. And that's what we said before. There's been no answer for Wilmington defensively for Eatman. That is a 30-yard touchdown run. Oh, wait, we do have the officials meeting here. Let's see what this is. It is a hold on IC. I didn't even see the flag. Did you?
No.
So that's going to bring the ball back from the 20. It'll come back out near the 30 again. Boy, that was – the thing is, you don't even need the hold.
Yeah. Well,
just let him go.
I saw him do the same thing come around this end on the other touchdown he ran. They held a guy until he fell down backwards. So
Ball be marked at the 27-yard line.
So the ball will be at the Wilmington 27. Technically a gain of 3 for Lazarick Eatman. 8:11 to go in the third quarter. Again, trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. C.J. West out of the pistol formation this time around.
And they got him back there in that pistol.
Take the snap, chops back, pressured, fires out of the pocket to the far side. It is caught for the touchdown. As really nice pass to the far corner, and that is Callie Saunders, who quite honestly should have had one earlier too.
Was that Kelly?
That's Callie Saunders on the 27-yard reception. Rodewald was out there with good coverage. The problem was he didn't turn back around. He never looked for the football, and Saunders just kind of leapt up and took it away. It wasn't necessarily bad coverage from Rodewald.
Oh.
Just never turned around to look for the ball.
He should have turned around. He could have knocked it down. It was right about head high.
So 8:05 to go in the third quarter, and IC will get set to attempt an extra point here as McAgrace. So the snap is a little errant. It'll come out the near side, and the pass into the end zone is incomplete. So it will stay 27-14 with 8:05 to go in the third quarter. Take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916. Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900.
Well, the score now 27-14 in favor of IC. And when Wilmington did not move the football on that last drive, that's what started catching up to them, because the defense managed to make a stop. But whenever you give IC multiple opportunities, it's a problem.
They'll make you pay.
So the kick here a little bit shorter, going to take a bounce, take it at the 25-yard line. Out across the 30, still churning ahead out near the 35-yard line. And Wilmington will start their first and 10 with 7:57 to go in the third quarter. And the kind of thing that threw a wrench into everything was the sack on the last drive where they tried to run a pass play with Keaton. And clearly you have to try something here different, because IC is going to be really keying on the run in the second half. So you kind of have to take a shot every now and then. But that sack resulted in Wilmington get pushed way back, and then the punt going out of bounds at the 30 really kind of pushed things ahead, and then IC immediately scores.
Yeah, put pressure on your defense. You don't need pressure on them. Our young quarterback, Hopwood, will learn to throw that ball away.
First and 10, pitch goes right side. This is Lombardi trying to get the corner. That's going to get shut down, and a loss of maybe a couple there.
Number 87, Jack Enright, also helped out by number 44, Kevin Cook.
Loss of 3 or so on the play, bring up second down and 13.
Second and 13.
And now for Wilmington, with IC making some adjustments at the half, it's going to become really difficult.
Yeah, they've kind of figured out the offense now. They've made adjustments now, not being used to this kind of offense. So it's.
Well, let's see here. Hopwood, we back up under center. It's Lombardi to one wing, and Connor Dempsey will be at the other one. Josh Jones is going to line up at fullback here. I think Callie Saunders had some issue with the shoe, trying to get it retied there. So clock rolls as we approach 7 minutes to go in the third. And coming near side is Dempsey. He fumbles the football. And it's going to be picked up along the sideline. And Saunders is going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, the shot out of there like a cannon. And Saunders recovers and goes into the end zone. And that will make it 33-14. The lead for IC with 6:58 to go in the third. So 6:58 to go in the third. So IC will get set to attempt the extra point here with try to go up 34-14. So extra point attempted here. Good snap, good hold. The kick is, wow, I don't know what happened there. It looks like it went off the head of one of the offensive linemen. 33-14 is the lead for IC. 6:58 to go in the third. Take a break, come back with more Cats football in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk, Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk, Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk, Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Odekirk, Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk, Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
(33-14) is the lead for IC here with 6:58 to go in the third as Knights will get set to kick off. This is different. Has 52 kicked off before? Well, he'll kick it deep as Rodewald will take it inside the 5, out across the 15, and will come out near
there was a flag out.
17-yard line. It's late flag here. See what this penalty is.
We do have a flag on the play. The tackle for the Knights was number 34, Jacob Whitten.
I think it was on Wilmington.
Penalties against Wilmington for a block in the back.
So I'll make it 1st and 10 for the Cats, way deep in their own territory. Down inside their own 15, actually maybe down inside their own 10 at this point. Well, be back to the 8-yard line with 6:52 to go in the third. So Keaton Hopwood will get set to put the ball in play. Fans here think they're going to pass. You haven't seen Wilmington. I don't think you're going to see a lot of that coming.
No, you won't see much passing.
Pitch goes right side, and this gets bounced back to the middle as it goes out across the 10 to near the 11-yard line. And
for the Knights was number 51.
At this point, for Wilmington, like to hang on to the football and use some clock here. And
who ran that time?
I believe it was. As be 2nd down and 8, as the Cats will have it outside the 8-yard line to near the 9. Hopwood under center. I believe that was Dempsey on that carry. Keaton's going to drop back to pass. Fires right side. That is incomplete. Pass attempted for, I think that's Connor Dempsey. Saunders out there on coverage knocked that away as he almost jumped on top of him to make the catch. That's just how much athletic ability there is. As 33-14 the lead now for IC. 10 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, if he'd put a little more zip on the ball and a little less air under it, he could have had a completion there. But
third down and 8 for Wilmington. Handoff comes back the other way, and this will get stretched out to near a first down. Matter of fact, Matteo Lombardi might have it. He gets out to the 19, and that is enough for a Wilmington first down.
18-yard line.
That was some great running by Lombardi. He was hit earlier. He just refused to go down. He used a hand on the ground, kept him on his feet enough they wouldn't tackle, and made it to first down.
So bring up 1st and 10 for Wilmington. Ball at the 19-yard line, and there's a player down for IC at about the 25-yard line or so.
That was kind of a... Yeah, he didn't go down until they went up the line of scrimmage there. It was coming up.
And they're going to take a look at him.
They must have stood it as long as he could, and they decided he couldn't make the next play, and wisely went down.
You know, and it can be, by the way, cramping up. You know, a lot of times you think cold weather, it's not really that big of a deal, but you can cramp as much in cold weather as you can in hot weather. You're still losing fluid. You're just not feeling like drinking a whole lot.
I'll tell you what, it's cold.
I'm not sure if that's what it is or not. It looks like they're working on that right leg a little bit. Might be a pull of some sort. It's hard to tell from here, but
in this nice warm weather, how could you pull a muscle?
Yeah, that is something you can do in cold weather relatively easily. 5:50 to go in the third as IC leads at 33-14. The Cats really came out tonight, and
they had a good first half.
The first half was really good. IC made a couple of adjustments, made it a little bit harder for Wilmington to run the football in the second half. And by the way, the injured player for IC is Kevin Cook, their 5'10", 180-pound sophomore linebacker who's been all over the place, not only as linebacker but as a fullback tonight. Doesn't look like anything serious necessarily. It has a little bit of a limp coming off, but you never know.
He did walk off on his own steam. That's good.
So the clock runs here. Wilmington going to work it off the right side. A gain of 3, maybe 4 yards there on first down.
Number 11, Keaton Hopwood.
As Keaton Hopwood
picks up close to
keeps
4 yards
it.
To 2nd and 6.
Bringing up 2nd down and 6 after a gain of 4.
This is important that Wilmington keeps that ball and keeps them moving it.
So back to 2nd down and 6. And this goes right. There is a flag down, and that's going to back Wilmington up, and that's not a good thing. Might be a hold, and it is on Wilmington. So it'll go from close to a first down run to now 2nd and long for Wilmington. And again, those are the kind of things that you can't have if you're going to hang around here tonight.
The penalties against Wilmington for holding. That's a 10-yard spot foul. All right, thank you to the 2 gentlemen who brought me a Diet Coke.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 14.
Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 15. If anyone needs a Diet Coke, I can sell to you for a couple bucks.
Clock runs under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, double wing here. Hopwood under center. Takes the snap. Pitched it off the right side. And that actually looked like it was, the pitch was dropped, is what it looked like. The IC saying they had the football, but I'm not really sure what happened there. So now we have another injured player down at the 15-yard line. So 4:23 to go in the third quarter. And I don't know, is it the same?
The game suddenly has just turned into a stalemate, just going nowhere.
Well, it's the same player. It's Kevin Cook back out there again, and it comes back off.
He better stay out this time.
Well, especially you got more games to play.
Yeah.
And he's one of your linebackers, and in a 33-14, you don't even need him in there. Not at the moment, anyway. I mean, I'll give him credit for wanting to come back out, but yeah, at some point, enough's enough. So it is.
Looks like there was a turnover on the play. It's 1st and 10 for the Knights at the 8-yard line.
So IC will have it 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 8. Apparently there was a fumble in that. See, I thought the ball popped free, but nobody ever said it was IC football. Everything just kind of ended, and then all of a sudden they had their offense out there. So apparently it is a turnover. West will hand it to Eatman, and this is going to be a touchdown. There's nobody that can keep up with his speed, and that'll make it 39-14 with 4:07 to go in the third quarter, as IC will get set to attempt an extra point here.
I never did figure out why they didn't do it the first half. They could have done it any time they wanted to, that last possession, and tried to take it. Maybe they just want to try passing.
I'll tell you one thing. If this IC team gets back to the state championship, they're done in 3A. So
that's right.
There's that. And right now, I just can't. I mean, maybe Byron has something for them next week. Piatone did a nice job of slowing them down a little bit between their field and their defense. So pass right side, that's intercepted by, I believe it was Josh Jones. Nice play by him on the near side, but that will mean no good on the two-point conversion. So 4:17 to go in the third quarter as IC leads at 39-14. Give credit to Wilmington, man. They've come out and played tough tonight. There's just a lot of speed and a lot of talent on the other side of the field. We'll take a break, come back to more Cats football in a moment. They trail 39-14 here in the third.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com. Phelan Acres Bible Church is the perfect place if you are looking for a church to call home. They have services every week, including Sunday school at 9:45, morning worship at 11, and Wednesday night prayer meetings at 7. Phelan Acres Bible Church is located at 26009 Willow Lane, Illinois. And for more information, call 815-476-7818. That's 815-476-7818.
So kickoff here taken back inside the 5-yard line. This out across the 20 to near the 23-yard line as the Cats will take over there 1st and 10 with 4:11 to go in the third quarter.
Ball's going to be marked at the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
So once again, the goal here for Wilmington is use some clock and work down the field slowly here. As again, back to the double wing with Hopwood under center. And off goes left side. Gain of maybe 2 or 3 off that side of the line.
Wilmington's going to pick up about 3 yards.
Connor Dempsey on the carry, bring up 2nd down and 7. So IC will be taking on Byron if they can hang on here, and at the moment it looks like that's going to be the case. And I was focused on Wilmington, and I didn't really look at the brackets all that well to see if Byron would be at home or be on the road. If you play here, it's a completely different story. Handoff goes left side, actually short pitch, just banging ahead. And that is Connor Dempsey, who gets out across to near the 33-yard line.
Tackled around the 31-yard line.
That'll be a gain of about 6 more. Bring up third down. Well, let's call it 5 more. Bring up third down and a short 2 for Wilmington here. Under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Anyone celebrating a birthday today?
It was last year 48-14.
What's that?
Is it 48-14 last year? Was that the final?
Oh, that sounds about right.
Something like that. So back to the double wing here. Pitch comes left side. And this will be close to a first down. Not 100% sure if they got it or not. Out near the 34. And it is a first down.
Michael Johnson.
I mean, Wilmington has continued to play hard tonight. They continue to move the football in short spurts in the second half. And, of course, IC has changed some things up a little bit. But
yeah,
the fight and everything has not left Wilmington. They're still pounding away.
They've had a couple fumbles that bit them. That was a key thing there.
Handoff goes to Lombardi. Tried to make a move to the outside. What in the world was that? Somebody's hand warmer went shooting out. Be a loss of a yard or two.
Lose a couple yards. Nice play there by number 13, Kylie Saunders. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
Bring up 2nd down and 12. Down to 1:50 to go in the third. Sure to stick around tonight. Our post-game show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center over there in Braidwood, right across the street from McDonald's. We'll get your final stat totals here tonight. We'll also have one more check of the IHSA football scoreboard brought to you by Odekirk Allred & Associates. Talk one more time to the head coach of the Wildcats, Mr. Jeff Reitz, about tonight's game. Down to 1:20 to go in the third. As handoff comes underneath. And that will gain 2, maybe 3 yards.
Looks like Wilmington got back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll bring up third down.
Bring up third down and 9 here for the Cats as we roll down to 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Problem is, a team like IC has so much firepower.
Oh, yeah.
All over the place. And it's just, you know, we've had this conversation before. If you're going to do something like that, it almost has to be flawless from beginning to end, and you have to do everything right. And that's that's why it very rarely happens, because it's very difficult to do that.
How would you like to put their number 1 quarterback back in?
Yeah, I'd say that would be a interesting thing. Handoff goes right side. This is Lombardi. Churns ahead. That's maybe a yard. Bring up 4th down and long, and that will bring us to the end of quarter number 3. Yeah, by the way, this is the 3rd quarterback they've used this year. He's not even listed as a quarterback on their roster. The original starter got hurt, I want to say week 3 or week 4. They went to a different starter in the 2nd quarterback role, and then they changed to C.J. West. And that's who's been quarterback for a while now here for IC. End of the third quarter, IC leads at 39-14 here over Wilmington. We'll take a break, come back with the fourth quarter in just a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
If you're looking for more information on Wilmington Wildcats football, then check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. Each week, Coach Reitz goes over game film, takes questions from the audience, and presents the Offensive Defensive Player of the Week awards. Plus, you'll get to hang out with other Wildcat fans and get the inside scoop on next week's game. So be sure to check out the Catbackers every Wednesday at 7 at Tuffy's. If you need something done around your house, chances are Beth's Busy Bees can get it done. They specialize in residential and commercial cleaning, but they can also do lawn care, small home remodeling and repair jobs, and even things like caregiving. Beth's Busy Bees is a small family-owned business, and they will treat you right every time. Call 815-685-9111 for Beth's Busy Bees today.
After the game, our chain gang members are Tom Ryan, Steve Hipskin, Rich Packer, and John Feldudo.
So the Cats will get set to punt it away here. Somehow, second already ran off of the fourth quarter clock.
Oh, boy.
Not sure how that happened. Snap back to Imhoff. And I don't know what happened there. Now he tries to punt it. And this will be down at the 44-yard line.
He ran past the line of scrimmage.
Grant might as well at that point just kept running.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You might as well just keep going.
He might have gotten the first down.
Well, he would have gotten close. I mean, he definitely kicked the ball.
He wouldn't lose any yardage, that's for sure.
Kicked the ball at least even with the line of scrimmage, if not past it. And they'll decline it, of course, because the punt only went about 5 yards. And it'll bring up first and 10 for IC.
And the question remains, why didn't he just run it? He was out there all along.
Yeah, I don't know. 11:49 to go in the fourth. C.J. West out of the pistol form here with 2 receivers to the far side, 2 back to the near. West will hand it off to Eatman. And he'll be stacked up at the 42-yard line. A gain of maybe a yard or 2. Actually, that's not Eatman. I thought it was. It looked like him. That is actually Kyle Franklin, 5'8", 170-pound, get this, freshman. Trips to the near side, one to the far side. Now one receiver in motion to the far side. This is West. Still hands it off to Franklin, trying to work off that right side. He'll pick up about 7 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 1 as clock rolls up close to 11 minutes to go.
It's going to be just short. It's 3rd and 1.
23, 4-14.
By the way, last time I heard, I don't know if it's changed, Panuco was trailing by 3 in that game, and did they lose? Lost by 3 to Edwardsville. Wouldn't you know it?
Yeah.
Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. C.J. West out of the pistol formation here with one back to his left and about 2 steps behind him. Handoff goes right side. That's a nice tackle by Anders Alberg. Nice work by Anders.
Anders Alberg
as
a couple yards, it'll bring up 4th down.
That will bring up 4th down and 3 off the carry by Kyle Franklin.
Well, the little freshman's found out it isn't quite as easy to look with.
Yeah, but boy, oh boy, is that kid going to be something.
For 2 years from now?
I'm telling you. In a year or 2, he's going to be ridiculous. Now, Lazarick Eatman back in there as IC trying to pick up this 4th down to keep this drive alive. 1 receiver to the near side, trips to the far. Now 2 will come back to the near side as 1 receiver in motion. West drops back to pass, fires deep down the left sideline. As a receiver, it is caught for a touchdown. A 36-yard touchdown pass to Jacob Litton, a 6', 170-pound junior. That will make it 45-14. The lead for IC with 9:50 to go in the game as the Knights will get set to attempt the extra point here.
Who did what here?
That was 34, Jacob Litton. And extra point upcoming here. I think they'll go to extra point. They always do the swinging gate type of deal as Joey Massagrace will get set to attempt the extra point. A little bit of a low snap, and the kick will get pushed just inside the right. I mean, just inside the right upright. That'll make it 46-14. The lead for IC. 9:50 to go in the game. Well, take a break. Come back with more of the 4th quarter in a moment. You're listening to Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Warren's Collision Center is your hometown body shop. Your vehicle will get expert care with their drive-on frame rack and in their Bink spray booth. Warren's offers free estimates, pickup and delivery service, and they will get you set up with a loaner car while yours is in the shop. Warren's Collision Center is located at 242 North Front Street in Braidwood, or online anytime at warrenscollision.com. That's warrenscollision.com. Warren's Collision Center, where they care beyond the repair. Teresa's Family Styling Salon in Wilmington is an all-ages salon that will style your hair for that special look. They offer cuts, perms, and coloring for any fashion. They also carry Paul Mitchell and Brocato products. Teresa's Styling Salon is located in the Southgate Plaza in Wilmington, and you can call for an appointment at 815-476-1955. That's 815-476-1955.
So IC will get sent to kick off from their own 40, kicking right to left here with 9:50 to go in the game. Sorry, my brain's frozen. I forgot to put in the last score. That's an odd-looking kick. Kind of went almost knuckleball style. So it turned out across the 30 to the 31, and Wilmington will have it there, 1st and 10. 9:46 to go in the game, and Cats at this point trying to just want a couple more plays and get out of here. You got, if you're IC, you would want to get out of here healthy.
Yeah.
They got 1 or 2, I think, subs in there defensively. I think 70 is new out there. That is Daniel Sedkowski. He's only 5'11", 250. He's a sophomore. By the way, almost their entire line, offensive and defensive, is sophomores.
Really?
They got 1 or 2 juniors. Pitch goes to Connor Dempsey. He'll pick up maybe a yard, and that's it.
Dempsey on the carry, tackle around the line of scrimmage.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Wilmington from their own 32-yard line.
75, Mike Rowan. Wildcats do pick up a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well.
And if you're IC, you for sure want to get everybody out of there.
I would think.
There's no point, and I think mostly they are. I don't see. There might be 1 or 2 left, but for the most part, they're all out.
Yeah, you don't want to get anybody hurt now. You got semifinals next week, and then on to the finals.
So back to the double wing here for the Cats. Pitch comes near side. This is Lombardi trying to get out in the open across the 40 to near the 43-yard line. That's a gain of
number 33.
11 yards for Mateo.
Enough for Wildcats first down at the 42-yard line.
Clock will roll down to 8:45 to go in the game. Remember, stick around for our post-game show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center over there in Braidwood across the street from McDonald's. Big thank you to Warren for sponsoring all the post-game shows this year. And by the way, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. We really do appreciate another year of Wilmington Wildcats football.
Yeah, we appreciate their faithfulness.
Back to the double wing here for the Cats. 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Hopwood pitches it back to Dempsey, and he will be pulled down after a gain of maybe a yard or 2. Bring up 2nd down and long here.
2nd and 9.
I believe I heard IC will have to go on the road to Byron, which will be a little bit of a different story. You get them off this field turf.
Yep, that'll make a difference. It
but
makes a big difference.
I don't really think that's going to
do I expect them to
whole
lose?
lot to slow this team down. And when you get them down to not Memorial Stadium, it's at NIU this year.
Then that'll be on
turf too, and good luck to whoever gets that. I think last year it was, what was it, 45 or 44 to nothing in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody's going to play with them. Not in 3A.
No, I don't think so either. Piatone gave it a good shot.
Yeah, they did.
They slowed everything down and had a crack at it. As pitch comes near side, Lombardi across the 45 to the 46. And really, whenever you get a team like this, it's really good. You usually get one team that kind of has an outside shot at it.
Yeah.
And if they don't do it, then it just starts to pile up a little bit. By the way, big thank you to all of our listeners as well. We've had ridiculous numbers this year, especially considering the different options that you have at home. We do appreciate that.
We should try to figure out how many years we've been doing this.
It's been a while. I think it's a dozen.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And it's been a It's been a good run. This year has been fun. I mean, when you would have looked at this team at the beginning of the year, by the way, 6:35 to go in the fourth quarter. But you would have looked at this team after the first game or two of the year, and there's a timeout here for the Cats, play clock running down, and just said, hey, this team's going to go to the quarters and be 21-14 with IC at the half. I think most people might have looked at you a little nuts, but this team has really done a great job of coming together. You know, it's the same thing we talk about every year, and we talk about with Coach Reins. That first week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks really don't mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, especially with a bunch of changeover, because you have to see what you have. And then once you get there, then you start moving forward. This team has had a fantastic year, nothing to be unhappy about. And they came out here tonight and put their best foot forward. It's just they came up against the team at home on a turf field that's just really difficult to play.
Yeah, it could have been, I think, a much closer game if it had been in Wilmington. But I think they'd have still won.
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's a doubt of that. But
they just have so much talent, so much speed.
All over the place. But again, there's a lot here. Now, of course, seniors will move on after tonight, and that's a big loss. There's a bunch of seniors in this team, over 20. But when you look at that backfield for Wilmington next year, Keaton Hopwood's only a sophomore. You're going to have him a couple more years. Connor Dempsey, by the way, is only a junior, so he's going to be back next year. And Rodewald, who played that other wingback most of the year, he's only a sophomore. So your two wingbacks and your quarterback are all going to be back. Two of them for 2 years, one for 1 year. And then I believe Sam Chapman, who has played fullback for a while this year when Josh Jones has come out, he's only a junior.
Now, is Lombardi a senior?
Yeah, he's a senior.
No. So that young man go. He's a fantastic runner.
But Wilmington has a large upside going into next year.
Yeah, they have a lot of good guys returning. They're going to be in pretty good.
And I know the seniors aren't going to feel particularly great after tonight, but they should. This has been a fantastic year.
They put together a good year.
Another conference championship, another trip to the quarterfinals. I mean, there's a ton of teams in the state who would love to do that. Handoff goes up the middle. That's Josh Jones. He'll pick up 5 yards, bring up second down, and 5 for Wilmington here. As we approach 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
What's really something is this IC team has so many people, sophomores and juniors on the line.
I mean, if you look at their line, if you go from number 50,
the size of them.
If you go from this is no joke now. If you go from number 50 to 87, there are 2 seniors, and that's your line. And I don't think either one of those are key players on their offensive or defensive line. And in fact, I would say 75% of them are sophomores. That's pretty impressive. And they have a freshman running back now. Of course, Eatman's going to go after this year because he's a senior, but that freshman running back that they have is going to be something too. Handoff goes to Josh Jones, pounds inside the 40 down near the 37-yard line. So be enough for a first down, a gain of 6 yards.
Wilmington first down at the 37-yard line.
As the Cats now rotating around a few people here. Again, be sure to stick around for the postgame show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. We'll have your final stat totals tonight. We'll have one more check for the IHSA football scoreboard, and we'll talk to Coach Reins for one last time for this 2017 campaign as well. And I know Coach Reins will be proud of this group of guys.
Yeah, he will be. They had a great year.
Back to the double wing. Pitch comes back. This is Lombardi inside the 30. Mateo going to inside the 20. Lombardi to the 5, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. A 37-yard touchdown run from Mateo Lombardi, and nice little kind of extra little thing there. Well, so 46-20.
I mean, of course, it's against their second unit defense, but it's still fantastic run. He came through, broke through the initial line of scrimmage, came outside, and outran the backfield on into the end zone.
Good run from Mateo, a good way to kind of cap off that senior season, get another touchdown here in the quarterfinals. Good run as Trey Shaw will come on and attempt the extra point here. 46-20 the lead for IC now with 4:14 to go in the game. Again, Josh Jones to snap. On the hold will be John Golson. By the way, he's a senior as well. And the kick by Trey Shaw is good. Speaking of kids are going to be back next year, Trey Shaw is just a freshman. And boy, has he really come on strong as a kicker at the end of the year.
Hasn't he?
You have him for a kicker the next 3 years. That's something to look forward to because that's a huge weapon down the road here. 4:14 left, 46-21, the lead for IC. Take a break, come back one more time with the end of this one here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria in Coal City is all about relaxing with family and friends while sharing an authentic Italian festival of food. They are the home of the Chicago-style deep dish pizza, but they also have a full menu, including pastas, burgers, salads, and more. Check out all of their daily specials, too, online at racchettis.net. Racchetti's Cafe and Pizzeria is at 375 South Broadway in Coal City, and they are open till midnight or later every night. Stop in for an authentic Italian experience at Racchetti's. Pro Real Estate is a family-owned business established in 1983. Its staff and sales agents work in all areas of real estate sales, from first-time homebuyers to experienced investors. Located at 506 South Water Street in Wilmington, clients are welcome to stop by to discuss their real estate needs or visit our website at pro-homes.net. For a private consultation, contact us at 815-476-7916.
Trey Shaw back to returns, number 34, Jacob Litton.
Trey Shaw will get set to kick off here for Wilmington. 46-21, the lead for IC here as we roll off the last 4 minutes plus of this one. Kick here by Shaw. Boy, that's going to go out of bounds on the far side, inside the 15-yard line.
Out of bounds from the 15-yard line.
And IC will take over and for the Knights here.
First and 10 for the Knights.
Work some clock, and get out of here healthy and move on to the semifinals. And for Wilmington, one more shot at it here for a bunch of these guys. So ball will be at the 35-yard line, 4:14 left.
Yeah.
I believe the quarterback here for IC is Tom Ryan, 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far, and
another sophomore.
One setback out of this pistol formation as well. Handoff comes left side, and
Franklin on the carry, stopped by number 5, Anders Alberg.
The clock will roll down under 4 minutes to go.
Second and 10.
It's been a long day for area teams, that's for sure, other than Morris. Morris managed a 14-9 win over Rochelle to move into the semifinals.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear Morris. They've had a good year. They've played a fine year, and it's nice to have some of our local guys go on.
Yep. So 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far. Out of that pistol again is Tom Ryan. Just working clock here. So he'll take the snap and he'll hand it off the left side out across the 35 to the 38-yard line as Dan Gibbons will pick up 3 yards, bring up third down and 7.
That was just turned in here at the booth if anyone's missing their cell phone.
Once again, be sure to stick around here. The post-game show brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. We're going to talk to Coach Reentz of the Wildcats one last time here. We'll also have your final stat totals tonight and one more check of the IHSA football scoreboard. Under 3 minutes to go now here in this one. Trip to the far side, one back to the near. Out of that pistol formation is Tom Ryan, taking his time here, waiting for that play clock to roll down.
Oh, he didn't hand it off.
This will come near side, and that's going to be called back on a hold. And that will come all the way back out.
Touchdown, but we do have a flag on the play.
That's going to come all the way
27.
back. Yeah, I had a pretty good hold of Tafoya over here on the near side.
Penalties against the Knights for holding. It's a 10-yard spot foul.
So Flag down at the 45. That will back it up to the 35-yard line. So it went from what would have effectively been a 62-yard touchdown run to all the way back now to the 35-yard line with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. So trips receivers to the far side, one back to the near. Again, Tom Ryan out of that pistol formation. Offset to his left is Gibbons. He'll take the handoff. Gibbons trying to get to the outside. There's another flag, and this is going to come back. Gibbons cruises into the end zone, but guess what? There's another flag, and it's coming back again. So that's going to come back again, much to the chagrin of this IC crowd. They ran one to the near side, one to the far side, and both of them came back. That would have been a 65-yard touchdown run. That comes back.
Well, I tell you, there was a touchdown the first half was the same way. They didn't call it, but.
So that will move everything back. I mean, Wilmington at this point has second, third teamers in there, and I think Lombardi's still out there. There's a couple of starters still out there, but for the most part, I think they've gone the way of. I mean, IC has two. They don't have starters in there either.
They're all subs. But, they're all subs.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, I guess they keep moving it back. IC will just maybe just keep going. I don't know. This is an odd scenario.
Yeah,
so it's third down and 21 or so. Ball back at the IC 25-yard line. Trips receivers to the near side, one to the far. Out of the pistol is Tom Ryan again. He'll hand off. This will come near side. And this will get out across the 25 to the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. That is Kyle Franklin. Pick up 6 yards. That aforementioned freshman for IC.
He just hasn't developed all the stuff yet.
Kind of the same thing you see with Eatman. Last year he had he was there, but this year it's kind of another level. 1:40 to go here in the game. 46-21 is the lead now for IC. As Ryan, I think on 4th and 13, is just going to quick kick it here, standing back at his own 25-yard line. At least that's what it looks like. And he will. Just kind of a line drive kick. And this will roll dead at the Wilmington 42-yard line with 1:19 left to go here. So the Cats will have it one more time here as Wilmington will send out that senior group one more time. As a matter of fact, Mateo Lombardi now checks out, as does Josh Jones. Wilmington will go full-on second team here as John Golson will call the signals here for the Cats. 46-21, the lead for IC. They will be on the road at Byron next week. So 1st and 10. Golson up under center, back to the double wing here for the Cats. Handoff goes to the fullback. I think this is Chapman, the one who we're talking about on the last series. As we're down to 1:08 to go in this one, as the Cats will just have to run one or two more plays, and this game will come to a close. For first half was entertaining. Wilmington had their opportunities. They trailed 21-14 at the break, but then a couple of turnovers in the second half, and the one sack play that the Cats tried to throw the football, and you kind of put those things together, and it got blown open in the second half. But for one half of football, this was a pretty good game. You look at the score now, and you go, that was just a blowout, but it was, for a half, was pretty good, and then IC just kind of took over in the second half. Second down and 9 for the Cats. They're just going to take a knee and call it a day as John Golson will do that. And that will end it. 46-21 is the final as IC wins here tonight. And Immaculate Conception will move on to the semifinals of the IHSA Class 3A playoffs. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your post-game show here in just a moment. Brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. We're back here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network.
Breezer Construction Company is a proud supporter of Wilmington Wildcats football on the Christian Internet Sports Network. For over 40 years, Breezer Construction Company has led the way in providing quality construction to the industrial, utility, and pipeline industries. For more information on Breezer Construction Company, go to breezerconstruction.com. That's breezerconstruction.com. Or call 815-521-0900. When you need the very best representation on your side, the attorneys and staff at Odekirk Allred & Associates are here to help with extensive professional experience in cases involving criminal defense, divorce, custody, personal injury, residential real estate, and driver's license reinstatement. Odekirk Allred & Associates and its diverse team is prepared to commit personalized attention and aggressive representation to achieve positive outcomes for your most stressful legal issues. Odekirk Allred & Associates has a team of highly skilled attorneys from the area, including Wilmington locals. Odekirk Allred & Associates takes pride in its communication skills and unmatched reputation for success. Contact Odekirk Allred & Associates at 815-740-1700 or stop by their new office location in Wilmington at 1095 South Water Street for your free consultation today.
Hey, Billy, where do you think you're going with that beer?
What's the big deal? He is at home.
Nice, Bob. Real nice.
Look, they're practically grown. They're juniors and seniors now, and they're here for the day. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that may be true for yours, but you can't let the others drink.
In Illinois, the social host law holds adults accountable for underage drinking.
If a minor who was drinking at your house injures or kills someone, you are guilty of a Class 4 felony. You get fined. You go to jail.
So, being the host, aka the adult, letting high schoolers drink is illegal.
Be their guide, don't provide. If you or someone you know abuses alcohol or drugs, please call 815-476-1660. Help is only a phone call away. This ad is brought to you by the Wilmington Coalition for a Healthy Community in partnership with ONDCP and SAMHSA.
Quigley Technology Services is your local source for computer help. They have built numerous websites, including ours, here at the Christian Internet Sports Network. Quigley Technology Services also specializes in virus removal, so your computer will get back to full speed now. And you can trust them for first-class computer repair, including free local pickup and delivery, plus on-site service, including after hours. Contact Quigley Technology Services at 815-293-7844 or stop by at quigtech.com. That's QUIG tech.com.
Back on the Christian Internet Sports Network as we get to our post-game show, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center over there in Braidwood, right across the street from McDonald's. Big thank you to Warren and all the fine people over there. I know we've sent him enough business to probably keep him over there just on our own vehicles alone. But a big thank you to Warren for sponsoring the postgame show again here during the 2017 campaign. Wilmington comes up short on the road. IC Catholic wins at 46-21 over Wilmington. IC will advance on into the semifinals to take on Byron. That will be next Saturday with a time to be announced, although it will be at Byron. I will have the final stat totals here in just a moment. We'll talk to Coach Reentz in a little bit as well. But first things first, let's go to the IHSA football scoreboard one more time. Brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates with offices in Joliet and Wilmington. Big thank you to them for sponsoring our scoring updates again this year. 3A, All finals here, unless I tell you otherwise. Pleasant Plains 20-14 over Carlinville. It was Byron defeating Williamsville 13-0, and Anna Jonesboro 56-41 over Vandalia. In 4A, it's Raby 30, Dixon 12. That game has not gone final as of yet. Rochester 56-14 over Heron. Morris gets a 14-9 win over Rochelle, so the Redskins are into the semifinals of the playoffs. Highland a 42-14 lead on Herscher. That's late in that game. In 5A, Phillips 15-3 winner over Lamont. It was Sterling 22, Marion 10. Dunlap 24-6 over Hillcrest, and Washington 35-21 over Richwoods. In 6A, Hoffman Estates 35-10 over Belvedere North. It was Nazareth 20, Sacred Heart Griffin 17. Providence gets another win, 49-24 over St. Lawrence. They only had five wins, maybe 6. But their playoff points were ridiculous. They'll be in the semifinals of 6A. Prairie Ridge 42-7 over Willowbrook. In 7A, Lincoln Way West falls to Batavia 20-10. Lake Zurich defeats St. Rita 49-17. And Mount Carmel a 21-18 lead on East St. Louis. Bennett Academy 14-10 over Lincoln Way Central. That also a final in 7A. And 8A, Maine South comes all the way back to defeat Naperville Central. It was 28-13 at one point. Maine South runs off a bunch of points and wins 39-28. Edwardsville knocks off Minooka, another close game, 28-25. Lincoln Way East leads Oswego. That's now 17-0. And Loyola Academy with a weird 2-0 lead on Marist early in that game. I'm sure that won't stay 2-0, knowing Loyola Academy and Marist. I'm certain that's going to go more than that 2-0 lead, but still interesting. So recap here in 3A, Byron wins 13-0 over Williamsville. IC will be on the road at Byron next week. And the other side of the bracket, Pleasant Plains defeats Carlinville 20-14, and Anna Jones 6-41 over Vandalia. So it will be Anna Jonesboro and Pleasant Plains, along with Byron and IC Catholic. That will be your teams that will match up in the 3A semifinals. Well, we'll wait here just for a moment and get Coach Rains. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. We have stats to do here. So let's roll to our stats. First off, for Wilmington tonight, rushing the football, Keaton Hopwood, 4 rushing attempts for 1 yard and a touchdown. It was Connor Dempsey, 24 rushing attempts for 62 yards. Josh Jones, 5 carries for 24 yards. And Matteo Lombardi, 24 carries, 142 yards, and a touchdown here tonight. Wilmington on the ground, 54 rushing attempts, 229 yards, and a few touchdowns. Wilmington, Keaton Hopwood, 1 of 2 through the air. He had an 11-yard touchdown pass to Connor Dempsey, as the Cats finished with 240 yards of total offense. They had 176 in the first half, so IC held them to just 70 yards in the second half. So that kind of made some adjustments there.
Good teams will do that, too.
For IC, rushing the football, Tom Ryan, 1 carry for 7 yards. It was C.J. West, 9 rushes for 54 yards and a touchdown. Kyle Franklin, 4 carries for 6 yards. Lazarick Eatman, 9 rushes, 218 yards and 3 touchdowns. 218 yards on 9 carries and 3 touchdowns. Also, Dan Gibbons ran the ball a couple of times for 4 yards. IC on the ground, 24 rushing attempts, 288 and 5 touchdowns. Through the air, C.J. West was 6 of 9 for 80 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Max Cook, 1 reception for 21 yards. It was Jacob Litton, 1 reception for 23 yards and a touchdown. Kevin Cook caught 1 pass for 9 yards, and Callie Saunders had 2 receptions for 27 yards, one of them a 27-yard touchdown reception. The other one was for 0 yards, caught the ball as he was kind of going down on his knees. And on the night, IC 368 yards of offense. They outgained Wilmington 368 to 240 overall here tonight. and IC will move on to take on Byron next week. In the semifinals, they will have to go on the road. Coach Reince doing what he does every year at the end of the season, which is say goodbye to his seniors. When they are done doing that, we will have one last talk to Coach Reince, as he will kind of finish up over there, and he has a couple people to talk to, and then we'll kind of complete things here tonight.
It's a bittersweet time. It's been a good season.
It has.
And this didn't turn out much less than what we figured it would.
Nope. You had to come here and take a shot, and really for a half, things were pretty good. But then once IC made some adjustments and just top to bottom, the talent level is not your typical 3A.
You come right out and you fumble the ball away twice for touchdowns, and you don't have any steam left. It's just it kind of takes the wind out of you.
It does. It does do that.
Well, it's been a good year. I've enjoyed it, and you have to look forward to next year. Your favorite time of the year is about over.
Yeah, it is. I tried to get every bit out of it that I could this year. We had Illinois season tickets. That didn't. That's been I've had those for the last few years, and that hasn't exactly gone well. Wilmington has done their part and gotten into the playoffs, and there's still some high school football left. But, every year when you get to this portion of the year, I'm not very pleased. I mean, if this could be a, every week of the year thing, I would be fine with that. But in any case, it does have to come to a close. We do appreciate all of our sponsors, by the way. We had a good group back this year, and of course our pregame show, Breezer Construction Company stepping up there. Halftime was Ricetti's Cafe and Pizzeria this year. Our postgame show that you're in now is brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. Just a big thank you to all of them. Our scoreboard this year brought to you by Odekirk Allred and Associates. There's a lot of things there that we're appreciative of, including all the rest of our as well. And most importantly, most of you listening at home, we've done some really unbelievable numbers on our live streaming this year, and we know you have plenty of opportunities to go find those games elsewhere. We do appreciate that you join us each and every week. Coach Reince meeting with his coaches and a couple of reporters over there. What he's done with that, he's going to come over here and talk to us one last time. At least I hope he is.
We might say too, Beth, who has Beth Busy Bees on our staff, on our advertisements, she has been our score lady, our manager, our whatever, a little bit of everything, and she's done a good job for us this year as well.
When we go to those scoreboard updates and we have 75 scores,
yes,
because she literally the entire game, that's the only thing she does. She just sits there going through Twitter and everything else trying to find every scoring update possible. And there are a few weeks this year where it took me about 8 minutes at halftime to read through all the scores.
It really did. She works hard at it, and we appreciate that.
I hear Portillo's across the street calling my name. When we
sounds good.
When we talk with Coach Reed, matter of fact, I think he might be on his way now. We'll talk with him, and then
it looks like he is.
Then we'll wrap things up here tonight. But I know he's going to be pleased with the effort. You would have had to have played flawless football tonight, and they did a pretty good job of that for a half, other than the one fumble.
Yeah, right.
And then the second half, you had the sack, which kind of backed things up. There were a couple of turnovers deep in Wilmington territory, and just the overall athletic ability of IC became a problem in the second half. But
they're just
really, quite honestly, that's a pretty good shot at this from Wilmington. And
when you play on this field against them, to hold them to 2014 halftime score, that's playing football.
It is, and I know in a lot of ways here tonight, the Cats will be a little bit disappointed. I know the seniors for sure will be a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, they want to go a couple more games, and I don't blame them. I wanted them to go a couple more games.
Yeah, I think that's everyone at this point. But
I tell you what, if you told us the first game they got this far, I would have been surprised.
And imagine that. It would have been Byron again. How many times does Wilmington get to see Byron? And that would have been another,
another great game.
2 years ago. Actually, was it 3 years in a row? I know 2 years ago Wilmington lost to Byron. They beat them last year in order to come up here and play IC.
Yeah.
And if they would have beaten an IC this year, they would have beaten Byron again. But I think that would have been either 3 or 4 years in a row that they end up playing Byron in the playoffs. That's another team you don't really want to see
you
a
really
whole lot
don't.
of.
That's right.
That's a big group.
They're more human, but boy, they are tough. Man, they are tough.
Just big and physical. That's what Byron normally is. Here comes Coach Raines crossing the field as we speak. We'll talk to him for a few minutes, and then we'll wrap things up. I think everybody's just about a frozen ice cube here tonight.
I am.
It's been, low 30s, 32, 33 degrees since we got here, and there's been a good probably 10-mile-an-hour breeze or so.
And we're on the top of the bleachers, so we aren't exactly dodging
literally outside. I mean, we're in the bleachers, and it's we had this little screen behind us tonight, which
little sign behind
helped out a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of a canvas sign that was behind us here, and that helps block the wind a little bit. Well, here comes Coach around through the gate. We got to get this on his head and let him have his last chat with you.
Yep. Talk to him one more time here as we ramp up the 2017 campaign. By the way, come out to Tuffy's on Wednesday, as we'll have one more Catbackers meeting, kind of a send-off for those seniors. So be sure to join us then. Joined here by Coach Jeff Raines of the Wilmington Wildcats. And Coach, tonight for a half, you guys held on to the football. You had good ball control offense, and then a sack and a couple turnovers in the second half, and then that they started just scoring a little bit. But you got to be proud of this group of kids coming up here tonight and really going 100% all the way through this thing.
Oh yeah. No, toughest thing about tonight, saying goodbye to a great senior group, but defensively, I was really disappointed. I know the Eatman kid's good, but boy, we had kids there at times that just couldn't wrap them up. But credit's credit. He's something else. He's really good. And at halftime, I felt pretty good. We're only down 7, and our plan's working. We're holding the ball. We're able to move some things, and then we shot ourselves in the foot. And when you do that against a team like IC, it's it's going to backfire on you. We gave them a short field. They recovered the fumble for a touchdown and stuff, and it just seemed to snowball there in the third quarter in a hurry, and we couldn't recover.
Yeah, when you play them here, too, on field turf, and that ability to use that quickness and those cuts, it just kind of makes that degree of difficulty that much more.
It does, and I always thought to myself, well, turf doesn't make that much of a difference. Boy, when you play a team the level of these guys and some of their athletes, it really stands out. But hey, it is what it is. We had to come up here and play. I don't think it was an effort thing by no means. Our kids didn't quit whatsoever. And, and what a great year for our kids to go where they're at and to come up here and give it a great effort. But we came up a little short, but nothing for our kids to hang their head whatsoever.
You get another conference championship. You go to the quarterfinals again against a really tough team and a chance. We were talking about this during the game. The amount of schools that would like to have that opportunity each and every year. It's just fun to be in a game like this. Of course, you like to get a win, but it's fun to be in a game like this. And for your seniors, that group, another huge group of seniors, by the way.
Yeah.
It's tough for them, but they have to be proud, too, of kind of what they've accomplished this year. The year started off the way it did, and then, boy, did they come on strong at the end of the year.
It really was, and we're really proud of our senior group. And, boy, they started right away in the weight room, and what a great lesson for our younger kids to take a look at that and to see the lesson they can learn from that, too. But they held together. They're a big group of kids. And, boy, I tell you what, I got to tell you, I think their freshman year we won state. Their sophomore year, we got beat by Byron. That was 1 loss. Last year was 1 loss. Now this year's 2 losses. I'm going to tell you, for a group that's the most successful 4-year stint that a group's had, and so, boy, you forget about that. And for us to lose everybody and for the kids to come in and play as hard as they did and for us to be here tonight, it's a special gig for them.
Well, I know for us, it's just fun to kind of go along for that ride each and every year. We get to come up here again. Like we said, there's a lot of teams that would like to be doing this, and And we love doing it too, and watching those kids each and every year. And you got some pieces there going into next year too, so some nice returning things there. But it's been a fun year for us. I hope it has been for you guys. And congratulations on another conference championship, another deep run in the playoffs, and saying goodbye to another group of senior kids.
Well, first off, I want to say to you guys, too, there ain't too many people that would stay up here and be in the cold like you guys. And I know a lot of people at home and throughout the country, I mean, listen to you guys. And for us to have you supporting us is such a huge gig. And we appreciate that. You guys do a great job. There's not too many small high schools that have the coverage that you guys do for us, and we thank you so much. And I hope the community enjoys the ride. I mean, we wish we were going to state every year. It doesn't work out that way, but we're going to try to get it every year. And where we end up, and I don't think we have anything to hang our head. My fault. Hang our head after this year. I think there's a lot of proud Wildcats in that locker room right now.
All right, Coach. Congratulations on another year, and again, thank you for coming up and talking to us each and every game too.
It's great, guys.
All
it's
right.
been great. Be safe going home.
All right, thanks. Coach Jeff Franks joining us here on the postgame show here tonight, brought to you by Warren's Collision Center. The Cats come up a little bit short tonight, but still a great year. They go get another conference championship, get to the quarterfinals, kind of put all that together, and not the result that they were looking for tonight, but when they look back on this, it's been a good season. Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, everybody who's joined us across the network this year. Not only at home, but like Coach Reen said, all over the U.S. I know we get 30, 40 states every year that kind of check in on things, and we do appreciate that. We know you have options. For one last time this year from Immaculate Conception up here in Elmhurst, Wilmington finishes the year in the quarterfinals with a loss here to IC 46-21. And we hope you come back with us again next year. We do appreciate it.